All right. So, yeah, if you haven't noticed, we don't have Jedi, so we really don't have an intro, and we're running late, and the trains are off the rail already. But we have a great show coming up. We've got a lot of good stuff. Yes, I know the thumbnail was a little bit what's it called? Oh, yeah, clickbait. There we go. Let's get into it. It has been a very long time since I've done intros, so stick with me. This week we've got Pete, we've got Dom. Obviously, we're missing Jedi, but we got JJ finally got here. And then we got Styx. I don't know if you guys heard last time, but the trivia's been going pretty well. Styx challenged us that he wants to be on to do it. So we said, yeah, who cares? Let's do it. So we want to bring somebody on. He's an old, familiar face here. He's one of the Dark Side crew. He was a long time ago. Didn't you do the Christmas special last year, too? And then you did I did. And you also did remember we did that March Madness thing where we were just playing with droids?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He was BB-8. Yep. So he's back. So we got him. There we go. All right. We have some news. Oh, wait. Time out. Didn't say hi to everybody. Oh, and I went out digging with, it was really great. I got to meet Obi the Gray in real life, IRL. And he's a great dude, man. Really cool. Fun to dig with. We'll talk about that a little bit in pickups and then a little bit more later. But yeah, cool stuff. Sam, we had Ruben in the chat super duper early. As you could tell, it might be a little bit of bait clicking, but yeah, she said it. So Ruben was here early because he loves the sequel trilogy. We will be ranking those guys later on today. We will also be covering, that'll be our rank. We'll also cover news. We've got a section. Dom's going to do a little market report on some pops. Probably, I guess, Boba Fett this time, but we'll move from there after it. What else do we have, guys? We got trivia, comic covering, the usual stuff. Man, it sounds better when he does it. Sam, what's going on? If you guys haven't seen Sam, weren't you on? Sam's, I think, a real star. I think he was with Jay Leno at one point. Obi, hey, Obi, what's going on? Good to see you. Dusty, good to see you. You got a great Black Friday deal. Cool. Tell us what it is. And some power. Oh, did you read what he said?
On some power conversions.
He said he got power conversions at Tashi's station. Okay. Styx is here. All right. I can't go through more. Lopez, what's going on? Sacred Jedi Tex, what's up? And Team Nerd Herd. Hey, what's going on, Team Nerd Herd? Good to see you. All right. Let's get it started. Let's get into the news. JJ, what did you pull from the headlines for us today?
All kinds of fun stuff.
Okay.
First off, I don't know, this headline is clickbaity. I don't know how many people were freaking out, but I don't know if anybody watched the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Dom was there. Sure. Dom was showing us live footage as you. Yes. Did you not look at the chat? He was showing us live footage.
Well, somebody was actually sending me the footage from there because I worked. I was there with the whole thing going on, and people were just sending me pictures like, "You should be here." Like someone has to work.
Somebody does have to work. All right.
It's true.
What's up next?
Yeah, what else we got?
What is this? Wait, what's the second one? Is that Chewie?
No, it's
I think it's a Millennium Falcon, and I couldn't figure out. It's hard to find good pictures. I can't figure out who it is in front of it.
6 eyes.
It's who?
Oh, is that the guy from the Galaxy's Edge?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it is the guy from
Yeah.
And a Ford.
And Grogu was there.
Grogu was actually a lot. There was a lot of people talking about Grogu. Little Grogu following the little ball. So
yeah.
All right. What's up next? Oh, I thought you meant freaking out bad. No, they're freaking out good. That's good to see.
Yeah. So, but this is like week 8, I think, of Bring Home the Bounty. It all still kind of sucks. I don't have anything else to say about it.
What do we got this week?
I don't know.
It's like a
what
pop.
is this? There's a pop.
I don't know. There was a pop. Yeah. Socks again. This is like the third time they've done socks for this thing. I don't get the socks featuring the socks so much, but I think there were mugs. I think those things in the upper right are mugs. Yeah. So they're big on jewelry and socks in this thing. They keep repeating those two things. But,
jewelry and sock a bunch.
Nothing anyone needs.
Yeah, well, that stuff is stocking stuffers and stuff like
Those
that.
cool days.
Mm-hmm.
And grandmas like to buy socks.
I like socks.
Did anybody buy? Did anybody buy the AT-AT?
I don't know. I might get it for Christmas. I don't know.
Anybody?
I told my family not to buy it for me for Christmas, but we'll see if we get it for Christmas or not.
Hard to they ran a special where they gave away the free lightsaber with it. Lego lightsaber.
Well,
not
too bad they don't watch
FX
my
lightsaber.
show, or they would know that. So that would be good.
That's a good extra.
I just
little
want to see if anybody
$35.
bought it. That's the only reason I included it.
It's so cool. That's so cool. All right, next up.
Yep. This was fun for Pops collectors. So apparently porgs are cannibals on Thanksgiving.
Yes,
But
why not?
there was a fan, social media, and he made these fun custom pops. So
Nice.
I thought it was fun, so I put it in there.
That's awesome.
This is a real fun thing. So I think there's they've done this. This is the third time they've done this now, where they take David Prose's collection and they're auctioning it off basically for Alzheimer's, which he was in Alzheimer's before he passed away. And so I think there's 750 replica pieces and really amazing replica pieces in this auction. So if you're a Star Wars replica collector, I think the auction comes up the first week of December. I should memorize the date, but I didn't. But this is the third time this year they've done it, and it raises a lot of money for Alzheimer's. So it's great.
That's cool.
Just fun to highlight it.
Yeah.
Oh, Ed, a little bit late, but Ed is saying hi for the algorithm. So there we go. Thank you, Ed. We appreciate it. It helps
You
out.
get to get some Star Wars merchandise, and you get to help a good cause.
No,
Win-win.
that's cool.
Yeah. And this was also interesting. Apparently, I don't know. The world's largest was the only thing I could find in one article on this thing. So I don't know how large it is, but it's pretty awesome. I guess it's the world's largest private collection is what he's claiming it to be. But I don't know. A lot of stuff there. They had a lot of. I couldn't include all the pictures, so I just put this one in because he was in it, the owner of the museum. But
He does have
I'm
a
sure
big
there's probably going to be
collection.
plenty of
A lot of
fights
interesting
over
stuff.
this. Other
Rancho
collectors.
Obi-Wan, he has a lot of stuff, a lot of props
does.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Rogue Slaw, good to see you, man. And Joe, it wouldn't be a day if Joe didn't show up. That's cool stuff. That's cool stuff. I still if you really want to talk about it, Ranch Obi-Wan is technically a private, technically the guy owns it. So,
Yeah, private collection. Yeah.
He bought a chicken farm. And he made it
Yeah.
his collection.
Which I'd almost rather go to something like this than Galaxy's Edge sometimes. Just see all the cool stuff.
Galaxy's Edge is cool, man.
Because you don't get real props and relics at Galaxy's Edge. You kind of do, but I mean, movie used
people
stuff
walking
and all that.
around.
A lot of it's built for the amusement park. So.
Yeah, you're right. It's still impressive. All this is impressive.
Yep.
The good thing about Celebrations, though, is on Celebrations, they bring a Rancho Obi-Wan there, so you get to see some of the stuff out of the collection, which is nice. All right.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely, dude. That's cool. He sells pins to raise funds. I got a crap load of pins that maybe I should give some away. I just got them because you pay whatever dollar to help donate to Kiev. So he gives you something every year if you donate so much money. I think I give a couple $100 a year to him or whatever. Well, whenever I go Celebrations.
Yeah. Museums are big on pins. Our local children's museum is the same way.
It's like a whole set.
$20 a year, you get pins.
I think last time it was a whole bag full or something. I can't remember. They're somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So on to the rumor part of news. There was a big. Well, actually, it hasn't come out yet. I think they've just been releasing excerpts of it. But there was a big Empire, which is a entertainment magazine in the UK, features an all Star Wars issue next month, and a lot of big interviews. They interview Filoni, Kathleen Kennedy, which we'll get to all of it a little bit later for the other stuff. But apparently, in Filoni's interview, he didn't really give much detail from the excerpt I read in the fact that he basically just had this idea to do an Ahsoka series for a really long time. And this is
a very far stretch. It's a very far stretch. He did say something interesting, though. What he did say was that, because when you see how some of the working relationship works out, he didn't know how to, maybe he did, but he never saw it to be able to work Ahsoka in with Mando, the one from the TV show. And I guess that was kind of a Favre thing. He kind of pushed it in or showed him a way, which was kind of cool to hear. At least they're all working together, you know what I mean? And that kind of keeps it up with.
Yeah.
I think Star Wars is best when the story group and the people who write and produce are all on the same page across the board. That's when they come up with their best products. That is 100% when they come up with the best products. So go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt there, but yeah, I mean, this is kind of,
no, you're fine.
There's only I only read 5 lines or whatever, maybe a paragraph of what he had said. There we go.
Yeah, and I think it works better that way when they're all on the same page.
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
they all kind of pitch in from the story group to, it keeps things interesting and fresh and relatable for the most part. I mean, especially with the new canon and all that stuff.
Right, and I think that was, not to get off on a tangent, but which I love, but I think that was part of the problem with Legacy was like stuff was getting just too much
out there.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I also came up with that Rangers of the New Republic is super dead, and actually really never got off the ground. Is kind of what the interview hinted at. So, which makes sense. I mean, I think there was just the announcement. There was supposedly never any scripts written, never any production work done on it. So they just it was easier just to axe it, I guess, which makes sense. But
yeah.
That's why, Disney Plus days, I know we were a little bit disappointed, but do you think that's why they didn't roll out a bunch of stuff too? Is because like they came with so much stuff that never will see the light of the day.
Yeah,
I mean, like
materialized.
Rogue Squadron, like that was even worse than this. Like this, at least you could see them trying to get into the new world in that time period, and they could gap stuff. Like we could figure out some of the stuff, and they had a rough outline to this, which sounded semi-intriguing. But yeah, I mean, it stinks because I got to miss Oompa from Kim's Convenience because I really like that guy. So I hope he shows
He'll be back.
yeah.
He'll be back.
Yeah,
I always thought like minus the flight aspect of it, which this could have a flight aspect to it too. But Rangers of the New Republic and Rogue Squadron are pretty similar storylines, just taking place at different times.
Yeah. Well, if they
so it was kind of weird to have them both.
If they could have actually had this like more Rangers like would go out to different planets and actually land on the planets, and you get to see different species and stuff, that would be really cool. But like, how realistic is that? Because how much writing are you going to have to do for that? You know what I mean? Like that would be a big. You're taking on a lot to just have it as a TV show.
Well, you still kind of want that for Rogue Squadron too, don't you? You don't want them just flying around in space the entire time. Like
that's what Rogue Squadron was going to be. That's what Rogue Squadron. Wait till we do comic reviews this week. I'll tell you what Rogue Squadron was going to be.
They got to land at some point because.
Yeah, they land on spaceships. They land on
volleyball and motorcycles.
No. They were going to do that all on the spaceships, man. It was going to be like that. So we'll show you later. We'll show you.
Yeah,
I would have rather seen this.
So the question is, if you don't do Rangers of the New Republic, what do you do? And hit the next slide for me. Why not this?
Yeah,
Rex's story between Rebels and Return of the Jedi.
Well, you got to let Tamora Morrison.
I'd love to see a Rex-based series.
Yeah, how much money is that dude raking in? Like everybody thinks about everybody else, but really, Morrison is on everything.
It doesn't have to necessarily be. I mean, like, and he'd be great. We'd put a beard on him and make him look a slightly aged, and he'd be a great older Rex.
He already is old.
I mean, yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be live action. I'd settle for an animated series of this.
That is
Dusty. You know we're talking about Star Wars, right? Which is pretty much space westerns, which is based off of. Space Samurais, right? Yep.
But he's right. That was not a great name.
I know. I actually liked it because I was really thinking about like, they said it was going into the frontier, so I was gonna like the Wild
They
West.
should have done Rescue Rangers of the New Republic. That'd have been a great call.
Chip and Dale.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Rogue Slaw. Yeah, I agree.
That's my trivia partner, by the way, over on Nerd Herd.
That's your trivia partner? Oh, yep. Nice, cool.
We killed it last week. We're gonna roll over whoever we get next.
Well, make sure you guys are checking out Nerd Herd and
yeah.
Wait, Pete didn't win at Have you noticed Pete has avoided doing trivia on this channel?
I did it like last week or the week before.
No, you didn't do it last week. I've already done it 3 times. Dude went looking for signing autographs to get paid. James, what's going on, by the way? All right, what's up next? We're on news. News is pushing.
Next.
Yeah, we're fine. Well, we got one more.
We're good.
Teasing a little bit later.
Yeah, so we'll get to this as a larger segment later when we do rankings, but this was obviously part of the interview.
I heard Ruben was crying tears of joy because of this. That's what I heard. I mean, I just heard it. I don't know who I heard it from, but the rumors are true.
Rose Tico series.
Yeah,
I don't think that'd be a bad idea.
Like I can see some of this being good and some of this being bad, but we'll talk more about it later.
I originally wanted to be like, what characters could they actually develop, and then the guys in our ranking series decided to put like Ray, Finn, and Poe there. I'm like, not them. Like, Rose would have been cool. Like, oh, whatever. We'll get into it a little bit. Yeah, look, here he goes. Oh,
Yeah.
Sam, he won for you. Good for you,
Yeah,
Sam.
I told you I did trivia.
Oh, that's right. He did. Yeah, he did. Rose Tico series. Oh, Dusty doesn't like it. Nah. See, have you noticed Jedi's not here during this episode? It's very convenient. All right. Well, no, I mean, it was also one line, and it was very random what she said, right? Too. She said, which, yeah, they spent a lot of money. No matter if you like the post credits, like they spent a lot of money on these characters. At least, they put out books too.
Made a lot of money too.
Yeah, they did. They made a lot of money on them, and I think they missed some opportunities. And hopefully, like, I mean, a lot of us, like, y'all read Duels of Fate, right? Like, that script was pretty good. A little crazy, but pretty good. Like,
to be honest, they missed the opportunity. The writing, they could have been great characters if the writing was better.
And I think they could do that now. I think they have the opportunity, and I'm all for. Look, I mean, if you don't think they could do it, take Heir to the Empire, where they did a great job with Thrawn, and then they rewrote that, and they made it even better. So even if you're Ruben and you think this is good, they could do a better job with it. They always can do a better job.
It can still be good if they do it properly with time and not rush it.
Well, and
like they did,
for
scrapping Duel of Fates and swapping in J.J. Abrams to say, "Hey, throw something together so we can still make our."
Okay, I'm trying to hold off on the Duel of Fate stuff because, like, as much as I've always been like big about it, because I did like a lot of it. When Ruben gets here, it's like I don't want to give him firing sticks at me because some of the stuff in Duels of Fate was just badass crazy, bro. Yeah. Like it was like it was crazy. It was not going to fit. It doesn't. It's not Star Wars. Let's put it that way.
They're clearly going to add depth to the characters, I would imagine, much like they did. Like let's say Ahsoka was only in the animated Clone Wars movie. How much would we actually hate that character rather than love that character? Well, the series added depth.
This is something too. Like if you think about it, there was like if you look at Aftermath and all those books that came out there. If you look at the Leia Bloodlines book, like if you read novels like we do, like the novels, a lot of them took place in that time period with some of these characters in it, or at least references towards. Well, they had the original son of Palpatine in it, which they then turned to Rey. So like, they could have, or that could be Rey's dad. I mean, I don't know. However,
all I know is I hear Aftermath. I think Dr. Dre.
No, there's the 3 Aftermath books. Yes.
I know, but as soon as you say it,
comics,
I got to reel the line back.
Yeah, the comics.
You had a lot of depth added to Poe's character from the comics. His parents, his origin story, all that. So, like, you didn't get that in the movies very much.
Yeah.
A little bit, but.
Did anybody read all 86 issues? I mean, I did, of Poe's, because they could have made it 20 issues. All right, next up. Oh, that's it for news. Oh, no, one more. Oh, well. Good.
So in a separate interview, Adam Driver, interestingly enough, didn't rule out that he would, wouldn't be against at least playing Kylo Ren again. He didn't say like he was going to do it or anything or signed on, but he was asked the question and basically answered, "Yeah, sure, I'd be into that if it was done right, more or less."
We're gonna do a top 5 of characters we missed on the rank list because we definitely did put like I was just thinking about some of the characters that they did novels on and they did a good job, what's her name? Phasma. We didn't even put that on our list.
That's true. He's one with the Force now, right?
Well, she's dead.
So I mean, it's not like he's gonna like do a series of Force Ghost.
I don't like him as an actor anyway, so I'm okay with him not doing it that. But like, I want to see. We'll get into it when we get there is some good characters, and there's been some characters they've done pretty well in the novels. I hope they get to those.
I'm all right with him as an actor. I'm not saying if Kylo Ren.
Yeah, I agree. Rogue's Law. I agree. Rogue's Law.
Yeah.
All right. How do we say this? Anybody? Good.
Good
to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Good to see you. I don't know what the M means, but I appreciate it. All right.
He's hungry.
All right. Well,
one more just to kind of lead us into.
Ooh. Yes. So this is.
I clicked this on at the end. So.
Okay. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it came out yesterday, so dropped it in the end of news. So thoughts for anyone?
I mean, do you think this was supposed to have been meant for Disney Plus Day? That kind of seems like that was
probably
that. Yeah, everybody's nodding their head. That seems like that was something they should have dropped on Disney Plus Day, and that would have been okay. Because what they had,
Black Friday.
We had just seen a trailer prior to Disney Plus Day.
Well, it was 2 weeks old. Yeah, but Disney Plus. That doesn't mean just because we saw the trailer. I think people would have been like, we could say it in hindsight because they gave us nothing. But I think if you dropped just like that little teaser, and then you actually dropped. What the heck did they drop? But it was exclusive to the thing.
The Obi-Wan.
Oh, the Obi-Wan behind the scenes.
Obi-Wan.
I think it would have made it more acceptable. Yeah, I think it would have made it
The
a
stuff that
little
leaked,
bit more.
Making a Boba Fett series.
Yeah, that was good, but they could have said that dropped on the
That's
channel.
all they gave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
it seems almost
like
Lucasfilm. It almost seemed like Lucasfilm gave them like this trailer and said, "Here's the trailer you guys could use for Disney Plus Day." And then somebody at Disney was like, "I don't know, that's a lot of Fett. Save it for like a week from now."
Hey, but we'll drop it.
No, but I mean, if they were at Disney Plus and they're like, by the way, Book of Fett's coming up. Here's a little 10-minute teaser. They give you the teaser and they're like, check out the full trailer at StarWars.com, right? And then they roll into that. That's how you do it. I mean, that's not that I know anything about marketing or ever have done that before in my life, but that's typically how you do a campaign like that. So like, whatever, man. All right, next up. It's still all they did was add the full table view, which was pretty cool. And the guy's jumping, and then they're bringing somebody in.
The speeder bike being chased, which is really cool.
And then somebody bringing in a bounty, which was kind of cool.
And him saying, "I am Boba Fett."
Yeah,
that was it.
They got
it for the news anyway.
Astro, good to see you. Welcome.
Hey, Astro.
All right. So then we'll get into comics. I didn't know what to do with them this week because there was two very long ones. I will say that I started with what I will argue is probably the best of the week. As long as I don't shut it down like I normally try not to. One of these days it's going to happen. Okay, here we go. Trail of Shadows #2. Before we get into it, did everybody read this?
I had it on my desk and I got busy and I never had a chance to read it. And I wanted to
read it.
Yeah,
JJ, did you read this?
Yes.
What'd you think?
Sorry.
It's good. I want to see where they take it.
I loved
But it was good.
This book.
It's good so far.
I thought this is the best High Republic single issue they have written so far. And I'll explain why. So I actually ended up going back and buying. Oh, we did do pickups. We'll do it after this. All right. So it starts off start off. The first page starts off a little bit slow because they're going back to reintroduce the first two characters. Then obviously they get called in so that they can go see Luna, the Supreme Chancellor.
Loved it.
But if you guys forget last issue, her partner died. He found her. Yeah, he found her. What?
Keep going.
Chancellor was? Okay. All right. Anyways, her partner died when she followed him into the hall, and that big guy killed her. So here we go. We get a little bit of meeting, and we get a little first kind of weird appearances. It's the Senator Staros is like the mom of that one girl in the Catherine Ireland book that had. Which was it? Dark. Which one was it again? Do you remember, Jay? Do you remember by any chance? Staros, who she's the mom of. She's the mom of that one like little tinker girl that was in the.
It's Justina Ireland. I was like, wait a second, Kathy Ireland.
Yeah,
she didn't write Star Wars.
Justina Ireland. Sorry.
Either way, Ireland.
Don't we screw that all up already? Do you remember which one it was? It was the first
book,
time
right?
we saw. Yeah, it was a little small book. No, it was a smaller book. It was the one that had.
It was the young adult novel, right?
Yeah, the tiny one. So, all right. Either way, that's her mom. Yep. We get to see her. She's having a little back and forth with Geo. They apparently don't get along, which is about right. I guess Luna gives us a little bit more than one word. She gives us about a paragraph. They call back in both Halt, which is the female piano player undercover agent, and she has to work. She obviously has to work with
Sparks.
What's her name?
Jordana Sparks, I think.
Jordana Sparks. Yeah, you're right.
Jordana Sparks.
Jordana Sparks. That might be right. Sounds about right.
That's an American Idol contestant.
It's pretty close. Either way, so they get back and they get a little fight. Like, I don't want to work with you because you're a Jedi, and I don't want to work with you because you're an undercover cop, but whatever. We get this this isn't her regular assistant, by the way. The guy that's next to her that's talking, the director Barquette or whatever. It's not really her assistant, but they didn't have her assistant there. So
he looks like the bruiser guy, like bring in to like put people in line, not like personal assistant.
Yeah, he looks kind of cool because it isn't
Personal assistant, bouncer. What's the
or
difference?
personal assistant, somebody else.
Yeah.
Either way, but then we get
Like Rockaway Knuckles.
they did pull a lot of people out of the novels, and this is like their first, like not major characters, but a bunch of like little Ricky dinks. But the back and forth wordplay was all right. It was only 2 pages, and they kind of were like, okay, there's gonna be a little tension in this relationship because neither one wants to work together. Then we get the promise that she's going to go out there and revenge her partner. Halt is, but whatever. And if you remember that Abathoth Flare guy was the guy that kind of killed the partner. So it gets into this knock thing. Abathar comes in there, scares the undercover agent because they have another undercover agent trying to buy pretty much he's selling. Fall is selling. Well, do we know he's selling? I think I know he's selling, but he's selling something from the Nihil that he supposedly stole, I guess. He gets in there. He's going to sell to the undercover agent, but the Nihil breaks in and says, there you are. And they pretty much flip off to these two having a little bit of wordplay. This is what I really liked about it. They created depth between these two characters, literally within 1 page or between 2 different pages, going through almost like 6 panels where it goes back and forth. And you see that Halt really doesn't care that much about her partner, or at least she says she doesn't. She's just kind of lying because she says like the Chancellor is like a real big client, and why would I not act like I have some passion? It doesn't matter to me if he's dead or not. The only thing she's kind of ticked about is she ruined her hand, which she's kind of playing it off a little bit. We do get some sweet chest hair for some reason. I don't know why that is, but whatever.
You get the stern bush.
This is the start of the buddy cop movie.
Right. They really got it's the 6-packs in Star Wars, I guess. I don't know why there's no more. They gotta get more of my body type in there. I think I'm feeling a little shy.
Need more dad bod in Star
I need
Wars.
more big arms with big guts. So there we go. They go back. Apparently, our man Fal didn't die. He's still got his little spear and he's running away. He calls somebody though and tells them that the Nihil found him, which is interesting. These two end up at like this little Weeble. This character is kind of from Genosin, I guess. Whatever, he doesn't matter much. They go in there, show that the one guy who's the undercover agent, now the second undercover agent, has been gutted and shot, and there's all different types of blood. This is actually kind of like a crime scene. It was really cool. I enjoyed it, at least. Like I said, I think it's the best High Republic book they've had so far. In the meantime, they run back to Fel, who then decides to start sabotaging the Nil and just head crushes one of them, goes and throws down another, the second, and then they throw a smoke bomb to try to distract him.
Smoke bomb.
Yeah. Smoke bomb! In the meantime, the Jedi...
I get the feeling that, like...
PI... Go ahead.
The average Nihil is like a stormtrooper, like level of like competency of.
Yeah, can't shoot anything. It's not. Yeah, well, I mean,
It's
Like they get killed pretty easily.
Yeah, but wasn't it the point behind them when they first started them? They were supposed to be able to just. The only reason that makes them deadly is that there's so many of them, and they're like little gnats. They can form on you. Either way, the Jedi shows up, pushes away the smoke, and then we can see that Halt is also great with a shotgun and. She doesn't miss like stormtroopers.
For close encounters.
They do use this little they use the little tracking thing from the droid who's QT or QT. Is it QT? I think they really called it QT, which is kind of sad because the book was like, well, it's the same thing that's in that Cal's got too, same droid. But at the end, we see Ultra Sound. What's his last name again? Ultra Soon, the little.
Uttersound.
Ultrasound. It is Ultrasound. It's a doctor. And if you read one of the novels, I think me and JJ are both confused because after reading this, I said the same thing. I was like, wasn't he dead? The timeline's a little screwed up because of how they had to drop everything. And there was another book we saw him in and was like, man, this doesn't really fit the timeline. But now after reading it, I think he stole like the Annihilator or something, and he's trying to sell it. And because the last time we kind of saw him, he blew up. Like in the novel, they blew up the ship that he was on.
With the
in the novel,
with the gravity weapon too.
Yeah, with the gravity weapon, and I think he has the I think this book is saying that he didn't blow up. As you know, not everybody dies in Star Wars. They probably very rarely do.
Escape pod.
Yeah, so he escaped with the gravity well. So that could be kind of cool. I like that too. I like that. Well, I don't like that nobody ever dies, but I like the fact that, they're doing that, and that's where the murder mystery is coming into play. I thought it was written really well. Go ahead.
Do you think he was in disguise on this last panel? Because it looks like him on Casual Friday or something.
Oh, that's
compared to the other
always
images we've seen where he looks like a doctor.
Oh well, no. Usually, no. He's always got those glasses, but usually they just put a lab coat above his shirt. So like,
Yeah, like
Yeah,
he's
so-
like a doctor, and here it looks like
no. I think it's just a
After
weird color.
hours,
No,
put a lab
time out.
coat on.
I got the whole 30. I got the 32 here. Look in the corner on his left. He's still got the slicers and everything there that they had on the doctor shirt. So I think they just miscolored his shirt because of the light. It looks green, but that's his doctor coat there too.
He does.
So
You got
I
the
mean,
glasses and rubber nose.
yeah,
Disguise.
yeah, right. He's got no disguise, and the Nil are trying to hunt, or Nihil are trying to
Fake
hunt him down.
mustache.
Okay, either way, I really enjoyed this book this week. I wish they would have done more of this earlier on with the High Republic. Speaking of books that I'm not exactly fond of, unfortunately, and this is what, if you were going to do Rogue Squadron, I'm telling you, this is what it would have been. And I don't know why IDW decided to switch from their regular adventures, the one that they used to have, to this format. But whatever they did, like, it was not right. Like, I know it's not who's over there now editing and stuff, but like,
So they can sell 2 covers. You know, that's you split the book. You can sell multiple covers.
yeah, but they used to do 2 stories
Well, they
too
always-
because they had the space stuff. Yeah, that was okay,
Yeah.
but like, it's always like this. The first part of this, I mean, besides finding that they for some reason had to put Akbar's first name as Gale really big, so you knew who he was in the book. The
No,
first
it's
one,
Admiral. First name is Admiral.
okay. Well, either way, it was really just like, it's in space. This is what Rogue One would have looked like, and honestly, it's boring. It's boring. Like, who cares that somebody
No shit,
betrayed
it's
you?
boring. You can't just have people flying around in ships the whole time.
But
Like,
this is
one
what they've been
person
doing with this
ship's
story
gonna
for
get
like,
boring.
yeah, right, for 12 issues, 10 issues now. They've been doing this boring
You got
first
to build
half.
up dogfights. You can't just have all
It
dogfights.
works.
It's gonna be boring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
works in
boring.
the format of games, but like Squadrons,
Yes,
I thought
yes.
was a really good game. But it works in the format of video games, but I don't think it translates well to comics,
Because
especially.
you're actually playing it.
And it's not as bad
Yeah.
in novels either, because the majority, like Alphabet Squad was really good, but
Yeah.
they did spend some time down. But you'd have to do it that way. This way, this whole Rogue Squadron stuff is not good, in my opinion. It's tough to read, and I don't think it's orientated towards all ages. I don't know who it's orientated towards, but the second half of the book was kind of cool because they do these little flashback things, which is great. So we see the little disc get taken away from Ala, which is cool because didn't we just talk about her like 3 weeks ago, and now they put her into a comic book, which is kind of dope.
Mhm.
Guess who
Yeah.
got it? Of course, we know who's there because of the second cover, but still, we get a little bit of Ventress, which, I mean, we love Ventress. I thought they did a great job with the art. The story made sense. The second half was pretty good. If they would do 2 stories like this, if they would have, but the villainy, the heroes and villainy thing has just been really bad. Anyways,
I
Dooku
don't
gets
get like why are the heroes portion is like 6 parts, and then like at most usually for the villainy section you get like a 2-part story.
right, and the villainy part has been the
Give me
better
like
of the
a
2
good
parts.
6-part villainy story. Yeah,
Well, I think this
I
is
don't know, it makes no
still
sense.
somehow linking because now they're going back to Dooku and they still have Mace, but like it doesn't make sense. We're lost, and then she faked that she broke it. It's not great. Like, this is the
I think
better
you're
of the
thinking about it
2.
reverse, though. I think they're just stretching the heroes bit because they don't have quality stories. Like, just stretch it out for 6 parts because we don't have enough
Yeah.
to fill.
Yeah, but you remember when they did the Mace section, but they did it kind of in the villainy port. Like, they could have done. I would have loved to see more Mace. I think, right? Wouldn't you guys have liked to see more Mace in his squad? They did like 1 chapter on. Not well done. Unfortunately, like not gonna be sad that they're gonna that part of it's gonna leave. But on the other hand, Star Wars Adventure Annual, I ended up buying the variant for actual ratio, which I try not to buy any of these for ratio. Well, I
Did you?
bought it for $2 off ratio. So
You got the Wes
About
Anderson ratio.
$8 ratio. What, this one right here? The one with the
Yeah, it looks like a Wes Anderson when he kind of lays out the whole
Well, it's
like,
also kind of cool because I like some of the
or
characters in there. This
Grand
actually,
Budapest Hotel.
this is actually the second story. That is the second story. Is the ratio. So it's kind of cool. Now what do we got here? Also, I wanted to add the difference between the 2 stories, maybe. And I know we're big Cavan Scott fans, or have been in the past, but
Yeah, Sam, they are. It's going to Dark Horse.
yeah, they're going to Dark Horse. The problem with it is like I just don't know anymore. Like his story shouldn't have been the starter story. The other one should have been the Chips or say his name, Pete. Chip.
Who?
Zdarsky.
Zdarsky?
Yeah, and the Antos one, like that should have been it, because like this one was way better. The first one has to deal with Han, and I am glad Jedi's not here because it has to do with the Hoojibs, which are these actually
Hojibs.
Yeah. Now, if you guys remember the original Marvel series, when was it? Around 50 to like, it was sprinkled in there, or was it 70? No, it had to be around 50, and then I think there was some in 70 and some in 100, somewhere around there. They actually had these characters, and they're rabbits that can mind read. And this one right here, I think his name's Jib, and he becomes a senator.
This pet that escapes the cage becomes a senator.
Yeah, he became a senator in Legends. Once again, Legends wasn't the old Marvel run. So not always the best. In this one, Han steals it because he wants to impress Jabba. He gives it to Jabba, but Jabba thinks it's too cute. And they don't realize that this thing can like do the mind projection. Actually, I'm not quite sure they ever told us. I assume that it's still based off of the old one. And like when it's talking, it's doing the mind, like telekinesis type thing. That's not, I don't know if that's the case or not. So I guess I shouldn't say that, but that's how it used to be. So I really figured
It still kind of reads that way. It's not,
yeah.
not getting a speech
Not
bubble.
it's not word balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the message is being delivered.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Internal
Yeah.
dialogue.
There you go. So Jabba didn't like him, put Han away because it broke up a trade thing, but it turned out that it wasn't. That Jib here actually was being caught by what's his name? Whoever this guy is. Barrow Blanc. I don't think anybody. Maybe he'll show up, maybe he won't. I don't think anybody cares. Either way, he was trapping all the rabbits. And the telekinesis rabbit. Oh, yeah, see there. He's touching him on the head to communicate. So there we go. I guess that is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
All they wanted to do was eat all these gems so they could get power. But
They're
whatever.
Fraggles.
Then Jib. I mean, this isn't. I get what he's doing here, but it's not much better than when Luke Skywalker took Jib around on like adventures in the original Marvel. Like, I get that we want to reincorporate Jackson and Jib, but like, can we reincorporate the old Marvel stuff just in a better way? Kind of like we talked about earlier in the news. Anyways, Jib bites the power source for IG-88, and then he goes down, and then it's a fake setup. Jib gave you a double Jib, and the rest of his who Jibs, whatever, the rabbit people
Hojibs.
come and attack everybody, which they could have just done that without Han Solo, but whatever. And then Jabba's like, yeah, you got the guy who screwed up my stuff. And then the Jibs got to go free. But it just so happened one of the Jibs was in the back of the Millennium Falcon, and that's supposed to be the one that caused the power converter to fail. Boom, 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 boom. Not good. Okay. The second story, however, happens on Cloud City. We get 3 kids. 3 kids are Traff, which is the Ugnaught that's got a mohawk. I thought that was cool.
It's a Mohawk Ugnaught.
It's a Mohawk Ugnaught that looks like a little pig kid. Like, I thought it was cool.
He's Punk Rock.
We got Monix, who looks like he was actually in the High Republic just as a kid. What's his name? The Jedi that was in High Republic, the last book, the Tales of whatever. Either way, it looks like him, but it's not. And then we've got Vox is the last one, or Vaughn, or whatever her name is. They're running from this Lando. This is really cool. I like this because they had some of these some of these characters we'll see later were in. It's real crazy out. We're in like the video games you could play, or the board games, which is kind of that's a better way of incorporating it. Actually, it's so weird. The first one, how everything they did bad in the first part, they did great in this part. So Lando on Cloud City can like be these robot things, and he's trying to get this coin back that these kids stole. These kids are trying to take it to this guy named Juan, who Juan was originally in that like who did those tabletop game type things? JJ, the little like Dungeon Dragons, but it wasn't Dungeon Dragons. It was
Wizards of the Coast might be the one you're thinking of.
No, I'm thinking about the other one. All right. Either way,
Thinking about
Fantasy Flight.
Thinking about the guy with the ponytail.
yeah, Fantasy Flight. Yeah, Fantasy Flight. Either way, so Fantasy Flight, I think did the original stuff. What ponytail guy? I don't see a ponytail guy. So Lando comes in with his creepy little mech thing. The little pig boy ends up with the Mohawk crashing into him and knocking him over. I know he's an Ugnaught.
Let's just get through this one.
Then they start scaling down. To do what? This one's good.
Oh, Weston Games.
Oh, Weston Games. That's what it is. Yep, you're right.
Why isn't Lando using Lobot?
He isn't, but he gives it like this great speech about how he is Lobot technically is like a mechanical piece that's going into the.
That's what I'm saying. If Lobot was chasing the kids down, I would have made more sense to me.
Right, but then they run into these guys, and this was kind of cool because the Magnar guy, which is the big dude that doesn't talk, was originally from that too. So this is all like stuff from old, like this isn't. I don't know what you consider it. It's not legacy.
Dusty West End Games.
Yes, West End Games. Yep. It's not. Yeah, it's from the West End Game stuff. So they started incorporating that in, including this guy right here named Juan Ironstrike, who's like he runs this whole conglomerate on Cloud City. Who, by the way, is also a rival of Jabba the Hutt. Like that's his whole goal is to screw Jabba the Hutt over.
Juan Ironstrike.
Yeah, I swear to God,
that's what they decided.
They
just put post-its on the table. Let's mix them up. Let's go. We got Juan Ironstrike.
Okay, hey, listen, he's a better character than you think he is. Give him a break.
Or is it one of those games where you were born this month, the first letter of your last name begins with...
So the kids end up not giving Juan the freaking coin, and they end up playing like the rest of the jump down, kind of like the front of that cover. Pete, I really enjoyed this, and now you're just crapping on it. I enjoyed the second half of it. That's why I bought the variant.
I don't know. All I know is that the page on the left, that's an inappropriate picture of
which one?
Leapfrog. No, go back.
Oh,
the bottom middle.
I actually liked it. It was good.
I look at that picture.
So as much as I couldn't see who the Rogue One stuff was written for, this second half by Chip, I could see. If they did more of this, I would believe they would still have the licensing for it. You know what I mean? Like this was good stuff. The colors were great. The writing was fun. It was a great little story.
They made Lando look like Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, who cares?
The little mustache, big forehead.
Yeah. You're criticizing us. This is all age comic, though, bro. This isn't.
I'm just saying.
But
Lando would still look cool.
There was a bunch of variants for this. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, Life Day. They actually did a better job. Maybe I'll show it in pickups, but they did finish off the cover for Life Day for Leia. Thank God they didn't leave.
Yeah,
it
looks
so.
They didn't leave the milk mustache on there. It looked
it looked really good. It looked really good. I think we're going to start going downhill here. We do get Burr, and what's Burr's Jedi Padawan?
Burr Yaga.
Yeah, Burr Yaga. No, what's
Nib?
Master? Nib. She's dead, but we get to see her.
Nibseek or whatever.
So they pretty much did 3 Life Day stories.
Dead, is she?
Isn't she? I thought she died.
I don't think so. I thought she's still alive. She's old.
But she's just that old.
Did she blow up?
I thought she blew up. She blew up. She blew up. Yeah, because then he becomes. Yes, she blew up.
I have this track.
50-50. Flip a coin. I think she blew up. They all die anyway. She blew up though. All right. So it starts off with Han being chased for this orb. Then it breaks off into 3 stories. One is about Burr and Nib, and they go to the planet. And all of a sudden, all the Wookiees are getting sick, and they can't understand why. And I can't understand why this middle
is not a good
there.
Page design.
Nope, not a good page at all. Well, it turns out that
by the way, if you watch last week's show, by the way, the technically first appearances for both of these characters in the High Republic.
Oh,
yeah. Which Burr's kind of cool, so I can dig that. Nib is old; she's cool, but old. I think she died. So, but yeah, it is what it is. So they hang up these little bulbs. Well, it turns out the bulbs weren't real bulbs; they were actually insects, and the insects were attacking and trying to, were hurting the life tree, and then that's what was making all the Wookiees sick. So, yep, the Jedi cast it away. Cool story, I guess. And then the life tree heals itself. Then they go back. Here we go. Han's still getting shot at, but now somebody else has got him. Okay. They break into the next story, which has to deal with Trandoshians. And then, of course, Chewbacca can't get along with them because they're kidnapping Wookiees. So he doesn't just take the detonator that they need to give to Jabba. He ends up getting in a fight. Huge fight. Breaks out some of his fellow compatriots who were the slaves, which I thought they said they were getting rid of. I know people were saying that I think they were having a touchy issue with slaves, but they apparently don't because they still have them there. Chewbacca. And then this one gets cocky and is like, I'm just going to throw you into the Sarlacc pit because we're harnessing, which was interesting. They were saying that they were harnessing the inside mucus or whatever, acid from the Sarlacc. And if everybody remembers the original Boba Fett, what happened to him? That was like the hallucinogen thing that would get to like you would suck away from you, but at the same time, they could do that telepathic thing inside the Sarlacc pit, which was interesting if you guys read the Legacy stuff, but whatever. Anyways, that doesn't happen. Chewbacca just whoops them, and then they pull a scene out of Jedi where like Han helps save Lando, but this time it's Chewie, but then he doesn't help him.
A little higher.
And he's got to get pulled out. Okay. Yeah. Never saw that before. The Wookiees in return give him the detonator that they needed. So yay. That part of our story ends.
Looks like a
The
sea
third
mine.
story. Huh?
Looks like a sea mine.
It does. I'm going in, not saying this book's good. I didn't say that.
Well, you already went over the life tree like we're doing an Avatar episode or something. Like James Cameron's like, wait a second.
the
Where the blue
story,
people at?
the third story has to deal with just a couple of years before where the resistance is building up, and wow, that's a great job with Solo. Anyways, this lady stole our man, what's his name from Rebels helmet, the Falcon. What was his name? What was his
Callus.
Callus's hat. Yeah.
Callus.
And then C-3PO leads them into the dark room and gets her knocked out. And then we get the people who this characters are also from the original Marvel run, even though they look like Tom-Toms, they're not. The end of story. They get a
Can you
glow
slice
back.
them
They-
open
like
and sleep inside them?
You cannot. Then the end of the story with Burr comes here where they like, hey, it's his bar. It was all set up, and it wasn't a good one shot, but whatever, it's over. Next week, hopefully this cover on the left turns out to be a banger. I like it as is, but everybody's
No,
making
it's
fun of me for it,
background.
so whatever. That's the A cover.
Needs
We
a
got bounty
background.
hunters. This is going to be an
Looks like a
in-between.
boy band album cover.
Okay,
No,
well,
there's
all
nobody
those characters-
squatting down low.
If you
You
guys-
mean like one be pointing like
It's
down
a-
low.
It's the in between between the last big event and the next one that's coming up with the Crimson Dawn stuff. So all the bounty hunters have a mission. We'll see what the mission is. It's probably go back and get balanced, but we'll see. And we get Vader next week, so that should be good. But Vader, I think they're going to expose a couple more people in the Empire for being part of the Crimson Dawn. Hopefully, it's Ocho the assassin, and Vader ends up cutting off his head and throwing him into the middle of the desert, and that's where he loses his spear. Yeah, whatever. The 8th assassin. All right. FOC, because Marvel can't get their stuff together. All we got this week for you is Villainy, Tales of Villainy, which is a Darth Vader story.
It's not Marvel.
I know, because Marvel couldn't get their crap together, so they couldn't get their.
Yes, it's got IDW.
So all we have is IDW, and we get a Rey story. Yay!
They're cool.
The
covers.
end. Rough. Hey, listen, I started off hot because the books were really great, and I ended up with that because we have to reverse order it sometimes because that's what you
Yeah,
gotta
you
do.
didn't build.
Yeah, we did build.
Is it Marvel's or is it Marvel or previews? Because previews has been like crap for the
Marvel
last 2
too.
weekends
Marvel
in a
had,
row.
I think it was a Marvel paper thing. Go ahead, Sticks. What's up?
It's got BB-8 on the cover, so it's got my vote.
There you go. There we go. Yeah, I think it's been a combo issue because this is like right on that 30-day advance that Marvel was trying to get to switch over so that they would have a time period for the paper shortage.
Penguin stuff.
No, paper shortage, not the Penguin stuff. Look, my area is Penguin books. I was just talking to somebody. Penguin's okay out here. I don't know what's going on the East Coast and definitely in the West Coast, but
Yeah,
they've been fine
Penguin's
here,
missed
man.
a couple of things.
Yeah, it's been
Did,
all right. So
Did Marvel switch over to just being on Penguin? I went to do my FOC, and it wasn't on the previews order anymore.
well, we from what we hear, what previews got hacked, so
Oh, okay.
they could be just backfilling it in.
Okay.
But I also think they had this is right around that 30-day transitional period that they had. They had announced it back a while ago. They're going to do a 30-day pre-order back issue thing, so like it has to connect up someplace. So this might just be the transitional week for it.
Because didn't they give you the option at first to stick with Diamond or go to Penguin? But then after a certain amount of time, they're only doing one. That's the way I took it. But
Maybe
maybe not.
the first of the year. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Maybe not. I think they're still going to stick with both. I don't know. No, because Diamond said they'd still be able to provide it. Sam, I don't know if it was better than the 70s TV show because at least we got the Boba Fett cartoon out of it. So, yeah, there's that. There's
It's true.
I will say this: if they're going to have more stories from Chip and Heather goes over to Dark Horse, I think we have a bright future. If that doesn't happen, God save us, because I don't know how much more of this Star Wars adventure stuff I can take. It is not. I mean, the High Republic adventures was pretty good for a long time, but that was just because of how poor the Marvels, except for Jedi, who really loved the Marvel High Republic. But
Look, the
I still think
no, go ahead, Jedi.
I still like Adventures better myself.
as far as the High Republic, right? Not just the main title, so right. Yeah, that's what I'm
Just
saying.
High
Like,
Republic, yeah.
well, I mean, if you take, you're gonna take Jose's going over there, right? Like, he's part of Illuminary. So
I would
he has
assume
to
so.
go. He has to go. You know what I mean? So I don't think that's a doubt. So that's a win. Yeah, I mean, if you could get Chip, I mean, I don't know why Chip was doing a title like that, but I liked it. I thought it was, that second half was good. Go read it. I mean, I know it is what it is. It's an expensive book because it's a one shot. I think it's $7.99, but is it $7.99?
Most of the books
Hope
for
not.
the adventure line is
I don't
for
know. I
kids.
don't think it was that much.
Maybe the annual was.
Yeah, it was. That was the second half of the annual. So that was the second half of the annual. I think the annual was $7.99 or something, because that's what I got the 1 in 10 for. I got the RI.
I like
for
the
it.
author's character.
Yeah, well, there you go.
B. Arthur.
Yeah,
Outside.
both Diamond. Yeah, Rogue.
you
I
for
think
being
you're
a
right. They
friend,
were
Tom.
staying with both Diamond and Penguin. I think it was optional. They were going to Penguin, but you could still order through Diamond. I think that was a part of the thing. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's a new year, new stuff. All right, up next. We didn't
Pickups?
put any order. Can we do pickups?
do
Yeah.
We
You
didn't
guys
do
have to
any
start
order yet.
yelling pickups before I even start. You guys know I do this every time. Dom, what do you have for
You wanna
pickups?
I go first?
Yes.
Yeah, you're batting lead off.
All right, cool.
Look at the new camera. High definition. Look at this.
I went to my brother's house for Thanksgiving.
Oh, did you
cousin
tell him I
was
said
there?
hi? He's a good guy.
He actually gave me this Jetto Cass.
Ooh,
Nice.
He just gave it to me
Ooh,
and said,
nice.
take it. And
Nice.
Boba
Look
Fett,
at that.
young Boba.
Little Boba.
And since they went to Galaxy's Edge in August,
Mhm.
they picked these up for me, and I finally picked them up. The little detonator soda bottles.
Yeah, the detonator soda bottles.
These are pretty cool.
Those are dope.
Oh, wow.
And this is it for pickups. I got the 2 more
Oh,
A couple
insiders.
more insiders.
dang. Nice. Just to kill. Good. Now you got to find magazine bag and boards. Good luck.
I know. I have a few someplace. I have to look for them.
The 3/4 inch fig is nice. All right, Sticks,
like
you
me.
got pickups?
I got
We
one
didn't
thing I
even-
can show you that I.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
Drop
you're
it in.
fine. You're fine. I got this one thing I'll show for pickup. So I got this week. You can see this.
Is that the puppet?
Nope, this was part of the Hamilton Collection lamp.
Oh,
So-
nice.
Someone's broke, and I bought their little Yoda.
Oh, that's cool, man.
And
Cool.
it'll
good
sit on
buy.
my desk.
Nice. Pete, do you have anything?
Nah, nothing handy. I'd have to go digging.
Going to JJ? JJ, yes or no?
Yes, I do. Yes.
All right, JJ.
So I picked up 2 comics, really cheap.
Okay.
Both these were, I think, $9. So it's gonna make one of our viewers really happy when he sees it, if he's still out there. So I guess it's the tag and big
Darth
special,
Lopez.
and that really condition too.
That's really good
And-
condition. Hey,
Hey.
Numero dos in
nice.
nice condition. So
where's
Lopez
Darth
is out
Lopez
there.
when you knew?
Some pickups. Yep.
All right,
And then other
That's
thing I
something they
got,
should bring back.
and we'll go over
Tag and Bink.
Tag and Bink.
Yeah.
I love
That was
Tag
a
and Bink. Like
They should do
Tag
it
and Bink
as
was
a
comedy
good
series
animated
would be great.
series.
No, they should
Oh,
do
an
it
animated
yeah.
show on Disney Plus.
Or and you know what they should do?
Hilarious.
That's the perfect all age group idea. Doing Tag and Bink.
Well,
That's
Yes.
fun.
if you
You
remember,
can do all the classic stuff.
Oh,
Use the
he's still
classic
here.
characters.
if you remember, they were supposed to be in Solo. They were supposed to bring them
Yeah.
in Solo. And they
Yeah.
got them out.
they kind of
Yeah.
tease that.
They did
Sadly,
tease
no,
that.
not newsstand Darth Lopez.
Or was that another
I wish.
rumor? Was that a rumor, or was that a tease rumor? I can't remember.
I actually think it was legit until they revamped everything,
Yeah.
trashed everything.
All right. Is it newsstand? Darth Lopez wants to know. Oh, jeez.
Nope.
No.
Sadly, it's
But he
dirty.
got he got it
and one
cheap
thing we'll
enough to
tease
be
a little bit
direct.
for next week.
Go ahead. What do we got
Yeah,
next week?
that's true. It was cheap, and in good condition. So next week we're gonna do a box break. So I picked these guys up from the UK. So we got
Oh.
from Tops Europe. So basically,
Ooh.
I'll explain more next week. But what
you're
this
giving
is,
away
this
your
is a
goal,
card
huh?
set that is, here in the here in the U.S., they did a Mandalorian season 2 set and a season 1 set, and different inserts and everything. Well, in the UK, they never released any of that stuff, so they're kind of all combined in this one box. And the really fun part is, and I can show you because I pulled one from the booster pack I already opened, or blaster pack. But they have these unique crystal cards, so they're exclusive to this UK set. So,
nice.
Oh, and nice Bo-Katan. I love that. That's really good. I don't know why. I'm not
cracking some of those open next week.
I'm not cracking packs, and I'm not buying boxes of these things. I'm telling you,
it's kind of fun.
But I know people
got a whole box right here for next week.
I know, but that's just like, it's like I try to get I don't let my kids get those like little LOL things that you just open up.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of what seems like cards is too. You know what I mean?
Well,
okay.
It is.
So as I said, I was over with. I did a little bit of Friday shopping. Was it on Friday though, or was it Saturday? Whatever. Hit up some of the comic book stores. I did go. Speaking of shows, tune in to Wednesday. We've got a box opening of an exclusive that we're going to do for Pete to see if it was worth it. A mystery box, and then this.
Campbell box.
I spent $300 total. And I spent the majority of the money on this side right here. I'm not going to show you what it was. Maybe you saw it real quickly. Because my man Obi was like, look up there in the rafters at Big Ben's Comics, and I look up in the rafters, and I was like, man, I think I need that. And he goes, well, he's having a whole store sale. So he goes to Gary and goes, Gary, that's on sale, right? And I was like, dude, don't do it. But Gary went and asked Ben, and Ben said for him, yeah, sure, man, it's on sale. So, of course, I had to buy that. We will show you what is in that box later because I didn't open it, and I'm hoping what's in it is what said was in it. But I did get a couple things. I guess I got more than
It's going to be an entire Archie box.
So I'm going to do this as I typically won't buy. I did get a bunch. I'll just do it as one like bunch. So I got a bunch of the Adventures RIs, the High Republic ones, but it's because they were all 75% off. So like when you're paying cover price for that wasn't at Ben's, by the way. I picked this one up too. This was half off of Ratio. And then I fell so much in love it is half off of Ratio, so I bought it. I can't pay Ratio for these though. I did go to Ben's and get one of these for whatever was it, $7.99, something like that.
That was
and then
cover. I don't know if you paid more for the Ratio.
This was the Ratio. This was the RI. Yeah, no. So yeah, I mean, if it was cover $7.99, that's why I paid for this for the Ratio. So because they gave you a 20% off or whatever. So I think it was only $9. So maybe I paid less than that. I don't know. It's part of a bundle deal with these two and that big box of stuff I bought. So I also got these. Once again, whenever you can get Ratio for less than half. Like,
didn't that Maul get misprinted on the wrong issue?
It did. It was on 3 and on 5. It was on 2.
Yeah. That's what it was.
And actually, this is labeled as the Rayos B cover, and it's actually the C cover technically, which is also something interesting with Star Wars numbering because it's 3 instead of 2. So that's what I got. It was great. Once again, it was great to meet Obi. He got a handful of stuff too. I would show more stuff, but Obi also helped me pick out Pete's Christmas present because if you remember from last week, if you didn't see it, we drew names and we had to pick Christmas presents. And I guess the biggest thing was like I had $200 worth of stuff for Pete, and I was like, that's not like I just heard Jedi in my head yelling at me, so I lowered it back to our budget. And I think it took a good 30 minutes for me and Obi to figure out, but he was a great help and he's a great guy. So if you're around the Metro Detroit area, reach out to him. Good guy to go digging with too. It was really fun. So
I still got to get JJ's present. I've been looking for a Darth Macho everywhere, but there's none to be found.
Man, Darth Macho's so dope. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Once again, tune in to the Tack Show on Wednesday. Up next, we have, what do we have next, guys? Are we doing our rankings?
We can do rankings. We have rankings, we have trivia, and we have Dom's pop segment.
Ooh. You want to do rankings first, and then we'll do. Oh, you want to do pops first? Okay, cool.
Want to do pops
I don't
first?
care.
I was gonna.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, no, yep. Let's do pops. That's fine.
Well,
we will do
hold on.
pops.
Let me try my little intro before we do
try,
our pops.
We'll try that
While
while
you get it up.
messing around. Yeah. All right, so we got that's a nice intro. We have got a new segment for Dom called Dom's Pops Market Watch. I don't know anything about Pops, but Dom knows a lot about Pops. So here we go. First one. What do we got here, Dom?
The first one is the original OG big letter Boba Fett. Now, there hasn't been really much sales on this, but the last one was back in September. $65. Look, I have it right here. Now, with the Book of Boba Fett coming out, these Pops are going to start.
Oh, wait.
They're going to start rising. If everybody notices all the Disney Plus shows,
there we go.
When the shows come out, the Pops start going up and people start
So
going.
buy them now if you want it. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Is there more of these out here for sale for around this price, or what are they asking price for these?
Yeah. Well, this one is going anywhere between like 165, but the last sale was 65.
Oh, nice.
So I would definitely look. You could probably get a good deal right now because people are trying to get rid of stuff. But remember, the Book of Boba is lurking, and once it gets closer, people are going to start going for the stuff.
Buy it before the book. So these are all buys before the Book of Fett. This is what you're saying?
This one right here, if you're going to start collecting Boba, the big letter box, the first edition, this is
That's
one
where
of
you
the
want to
best one to
start.
get.
If you can get for under 100, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah,
65.
exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll take a look back once Boba Fett's out. Let's
see what happens.
Definitely.
Back in.
All right, next up. Wait,
All right,
did
the
I do
second
that right?
one.
I did that right. Yeah. Okay, cool. Second one.
All right, the second one, I actually have it on my shelf. I didn't get that.
Why has this guy got a measuring tape out there? This is what I'm wondering. Is it because you just because or what?
He just wants to show you how big it is.
Is there like fake boxes that people are putting these
I
in?
don't know.
Or?
Well, let me tell you, China they made a lot of counterfeits. This one is actually the best Boba out of the bunch because he has the fire coming out with a jetpack. And this one was in the Smuggler's Bounty.
I was going to say, is that a Smuggler's Bounty? Because I see the stick.
So this one is very weird because it was going up and down, and the last sale was $61.75. This one, the last like few months back, you can get it for like $100. And I think because of the counterfeits that are going out there, a lot of people are getting screwed, and the price kind of went down. But I still think this is a good pick if you find this one for cheap and make sure it's not counterfeit. And we'll get into that down the road about counterfeit Pops because there's a lot of them out there. This one is a really cool one because he's in the action pose flying with the jetpack and the flame coming out. So
now this box was a little messed up though too. If I recall,
it's a little beat up.
Does that make a difference or no?
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
it makes a big difference. You know, the prices. People
there's
want
flocking on the right end of the front, and it was open. So,
but if you want it just for the collection to have it, and you don't care about the condition, I would pick it up because this one, once it gets closer, you're going to see the prices really skyrocket in a lot of these Pops, and this is going to be one that actually does go up in value. But be careful, counterfeits.
Yeah, be careful counterfeits. So around 65 is still probably good.
Around 60, give or take. You could probably find it for cheaper.
Nice. All right.
Now, this one, I went on Macari because there was no sales on eBay. This one is the con sticker version for New York Comic Con, and it sold 3 months ago.
Dang.
This one I don't have in my collection, but I do have a shared. I'm looking for the sticker version with the con sticker. It's actually difficult to find. Now, what's cool about this Pop is the last sale was $193 because it's a con sticker, and the shared sticker is a little cheaper, still about $100.
Okay.
But what makes this Pop good is that, remember, Slave 1 is no longer used, and it has Slave 1 on the box, and I can see them making another one down the road, a different version. And with that, this one definitely starts going up even more. It's a cool Pop. It's the Pop Ride, and especially the con sticker. That's the one you really want to get.
All right.
You know, if you can afford it, you get it.
Yeah, for $200. Oh, geez.
Now,
Didn't
this
one
one
just come out?
Yes, it did. This is the New York City Comic Con that came out. They had a virtual con again.
Yeah.
It sold out in a heartbeat. No one really had a chance to get it. The shared ones are going anywhere between $40 and $30. But this is the latest sale, November 27th. 30 days. 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 $192.
Wow.
This has been high, $200 around there. So this is the Comic-Con version.
Sweet. Jesus, that's expensive for something that just came out.
And
All right. Oh, whoa.
Nice.
What
So-
is this?
But go back
Oh, sorry.
and then finish it real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
So this one is going to be good because, of course, you find this is his Typhon, him in the his hood, Tusken Raider gear.
Mhm.
Book of Boba looks like they might go some flashbacks, and he's going to be in this gear. So this one is a good one to get because it's outside the armor, and we'll see a lot more of this hopefully in the Book of Boba.
Okay, cool. Next up. Dang, that's gonna be expensive.
Now this is a big boy.
Yeah, this is-
So
Ah.
here we go.
Well.
480 piece. This one, a few months ago, it sold for $1,247. You know, it's been up to 1,800, fluctuating back and forth. But this was the last sale a few months ago. This one definitely is a grail, and I could see this going up again because anything Boba and
Yeah.
anything that's of value. But this, it hasn't reached its peak yet. Only 480 pieces, so you might have a chance.
How limited was that one? Like, how did you have to get that one?
Well, I got it online when it came out. I actually got this for $200.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, was it like not a story? Well, it was an exclusive.
No, this was
of some kind, or-
San Diego Con. It was
Gotcha.
an exclusive San Diego Con back in 2013, 2012.
Oh, there you go.
So it was limited.
Dang.
So it was only at San Diego.
Yeah, only at San Diego.
That makes a lot of sense. That's what I meant. Like, that's what I was kind of getting at.
This was at the height of when they first got the license for the Funko Pops for Star Wars, that they made these limited ones, which are really cool. And
Because I got mine at GameStop. I got a plain one at GameStop.
yeah, because GameStop had the holiday special version, right? You got that one?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool one.
All right.
But-
next up. That's a sweet pop. Next one.
It's nice. It's really cool. If you can afford it and want in the collection, get it. Now, the last one,
All right.
I showed this to you guys back when I first got it.
Mhm.
Now, the story behind this pop is that it was for a store display and it never happened. And it was for May the 4th. So there was only 6 of these available. And the person somehow got the 6 pieces and put them on eBay.
Okay.
And this went anywhere between $800 and $4,500. But
Woo.
it now fluctuated. Now, PBG is actually a legit Funko price guide.
Okay.
It leveled at $25.90.
Jesus.
And now it's only 6. It's the May the 4th edition.
Yeah.
And a lot of collectors really.
Wait, what happened now? There's 6 of these, and somebody got all 6?
Yeah. So what happened was it was supposed to be a store display that they got for
Okay.
May the 4th. And
Okay.
it never went up. And the people
For
who
only
got it,
one store was going to have these?
yeah, one store got them.
Huh.
And the person who got him, he wound up getting it. And now it's kind of funny because I actually thought this was a custom made when it first came out and the way it was. But then I started looking at things. They actually showed it on legit Funko sites. And PGG, Funko Price Guide, they estimate it now for $25.90.
I don't know. That seems cheap, to be honest with you.
Yeah, for something that
6
limited,
of these?
actually, I agree. I think
Oh,
that
it
is.
does.
Ooh,
But
that seems cheap.
I can see this going up more
Yeah.
due to the fact it's the retro Boba Fett, the original Kenner colors. Really cool. This is my favorite Fett, growing up because the
Right.
Fett that they made and Funko. So, the whole thing is with grails.
We'll let you show it one more time.
Remember,
He actually has it?
it's
Yeah.
Okay, I'm out of the screen. Wait.
Yeah.
Dang! Oh, that's
So-
sweet.
so look. It's only the value is only whoever's going to buy it for that price. Remember that. So
Yeah, that's always true, but there's 6.
There's 6.
and
That
there
sounds
was
like
none-
$6,000 to me.
There was none posted the last couple of months.
What?
So I'm happy to have this in the collection.
Yeah.
And
That's
There's
never
more
going
than
anywhere.
6 really intense Boba Fett collectors out there. It's all
There's only 5 of those left because Dom's never given that thing up.
yeah.
I'm never, this is my personal collection to the end of time.
Jeez.
But
He's getting buried with it, so don't even think it's gonna get sold after he dies.
Oh my
listen, my
gosh.
wife already said if I die, she's gonna can everything. I said, no, you won't.
No,
a
she's gonna
value.
call me. She'll call me. I'll take care of it for her. All right. Hey, T. Jones, good to see you dropped in. Also, Lewis, good to see you too. Thanks for
But-
that, Dom. Go ahead.
Welcome.
Anything else?
What I want to show you something really quick. It was
Okay.
another thing
Yeah.
that people should look for now.
Yeah.
Since Sabine has been cast and she's going to be in Ahsoka, I would definitely go out and try to get these pops. The
There you go.
original,
There's a little pop tip for you.
yeah. Get them now because they're actually at low, because they actually released more of them overseas, so the value kind of dropped in them. But if I'm a betting man, when the Ahsoka series hits and she makes her live action debut, these will definitely go.
What's that sticker one? What is that one from?
This is the Walgreens. Walgreens.
Oh, Walgreens. Okay.
Walgreens. This is the helmet version, and then this is the common with her hair, which
Awesome.
I actually like. I like the common.
Yeah. Common ain't bad. She has a
I can't
pretty
wait
cool
to see
haircut.
her in live action with a hair all colored. But get these; they're cheap now. $30, $40 tops. And you pick these up, they will definitely.
Hey, well, the Wachowskis gave Jessica Henwick that haircut for the Matrix movie, so yeah, maybe she'll be able to keep it and just move it over.
But definitely, the Book of Boba Fett is definitely when it hits, you'll see the prices. We'll do another price maybe in a couple of weeks before it does debut to see what the prices are. I'll check
Yeah.
for prices. and see
Yeah, we're
what-
about a month out, so we got time.
Yeah.
No, that's cool because I know nothing of pops. I think I shared in our chat that I found
Same
like
here.
a box of pops in my garage. Like, oh yeah, these were my son's pops. Like, I don't know what to do
No,
with them.
Like,
the
I'm
funny
probably give
thing
them
is,
away.
when these
I'm
first
fairly
came
certain I have that Sabine one somewhere. Just have no idea where or how much it's worth.
out, if you just keep it, and it's probably going to jump to like $80 to $100. You know, like I said, pops are like the stock market; they go up and down. You know,
give
and-
them away. Give them away.
Yeah.
Give them away. Hey, well, that's great. I like this new segment. I know we've had a lot of people ask us for Pops updates, so we're giving you a little bit, hopefully chewable. We don't want to make it too, too big of a section.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Don't make it too.
just so that we can all digest it. All right. Well, that I liked it. I hope you guys liked it too. If you did, give us a thumbs up there. We appreciate it, Dom. Great job. What do we have next? Oh, ranking is next. Okay, it is the time. Ruben's been hanging out here. I know he works. He's been in the chat the whole time. Eric, what's going on? So, Eric really enjoyed that segment too. There you go, Dom. All right, we got our first double clap for you. Good stuff. Let's go. We have got 10 and an honorable mention for our ranking. Huh?
2 honorable mentions.
Why you guys don't listen to me?
We got a dozen.
One week I let you guys just take over, and then like no listening anymore. Okay.
No, don't. Don't put that. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
All right. Okay, so these are characters. These are characters from the sequel trilogies. For those that don't know,
New characters.
Yeah, the
from
new-
trilogy.
the
So
new- the
just because
new-
Lando showed up in the new movies, we're not talking about
new
Lando.
ones, and from the new series, and mainly not too many who are. Well, there's the one dead.
They can
two dead
still
people.
Go back.
More
They
than
can
one.
still go back with
Two
prequel
dead
stuff.
people. Okay, so here we go. Since Catherine said that they're going to bring up these characters, I figured that we are going to go over them. I figured it was a good time for that. And plus, Jedi's on break, so he won't have a hernia or whatever they call it. All right, here we go. First up is Zora
Wait,
Bliss.
before we start,
Okay, go ahead.
Before we start, I want to get clear on what the criteria is. Is it ranking them on best character or most likely to use them going forward?
Like I
in
was
something.
I was thinking ones you'd like to see
Yeah.
developed better. I guess.
That's how I'm doing this. I'm thinking
Okay.
of this and how what I would like to
Characters-
see them flesh somebody out.
Now
more.
you could use whatever knowledge you have. If you have knowledge of them in a novel, if you have knowledge of them in a comic book, that's fine. That we're talking only on the screen. So some of these characters you might actually know and like because you read them about them in a book, you read them about them in a comic, and they did a way better job than on screen. We're just kind of saying like that. And by the way, this is what you put up there is okay. All right. We'll go back to so that's the criteria. Is everybody okay with the criteria? Chat, we're okay with the criteria?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, here we go. Remember, I can't see chat. So, all right, Zora Bliss.
I'll keep an eye on the chat, but this is one of our honorable mentions.
And Zora Bliss didn't show up in comics, so we used the comic adaptation.
But Dom has it.
Dom has it. Well, it's a graphic novel, so we used the graphic novel. Because remember, first appearance means first appearance in comics. It's because of the Overstreet guide, people. If we need history, let's give you. All right. There it is. Look at that.
Yeah,
there it is. Right there. Sweet. Nice. So that is her only appearance so far in comic form. Zora, where do we have Zora?
She's honorable mention because of the no comic book appearance.
Yeah,
no traditional comic book.
Oh, she was the honorable mention?
Yes, the first two at the top are both our honorable mentions.
Well, we won't do her first then. We'll start off with Ben.
Well, we already did it.
Well, we can't do it now because it's honorable mention. She could not even make it in the thing. Here we go.
We would like the CBSI Hot 10.
It's all right. This is a mess just like those sequels. Here we go. We're gonna do Ben Solo. We're starting off with Ben Solo. This is number 1, the Star Wars, the first. The Force Awakens. There's like 80 covers to this book.
Yeah, I gave everybody who first appeared in Force Awakens.
Now, this is what we did here. This does not say Kylo Ren. This says Ben Solo. So I assume the assumption is that we were looking for a backstory on Ben, which is, I mean, whiny to whiny. So there we go.
Out of Rise of Skywalker. So yeah.
All right.
He's dead.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Spoiler
with the Force dead.
Spoiler. Yeah, but he was Kylo for a little bit before the Force Awakens. So
well, I'm just saying the character. He's no more. So if they're going to give us something, it's going to have to be
Ben Solo.
Before.
Well, they gave us some Ben Solo before, and he wasn't good in it because he's a baby crying all the time.
Well, no, but he led the Knights of Ren. So there's got to be a story.
Yeah, let's get some of that. Let's get some of Luke training him, him becoming disillusioned and leaving to follow Ren. Like, I would watch that. Give me Finn Wolfhard playing a young Adam Driver, and I'm down.
He's such a whiny character. I wouldn't want to watch the whole series.
Well, Anakin was a whiny character.
You don't have to make him whiny.
So 9. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can't. But there's
the point.
There's so much backstory on him already. In every backstory, he's whiny. When he was in the Bloodlines, he's a baby whining. When he's in the Kylo Ren story, he's a teenager whining. He whines at all points. I mean, although I would like to see the Kylo Ren books.
It'd be like watching the prequel series, but maybe worse.
All right, what does chat say? Sticks, what do you have on this?
I don't know. I really don't want to see any more of him, to be honest.
Couldn't you deal with a little bit of whining if you got some Knights of Ren?
It doesn't say Knights of Ren. It says Ben Solo. It says
I know, but I'm giving you what I would like to see, which is how I'm viewing this. Is what I want to see them do with the character, not what they've already done with the character.
4 or 5. I think we could put him in the 5. I think we could start him at the 5. We've got to. Sticks doesn't want to see him. Me and JJ have already seen enough of him because we've read a lot of the stuff and it's not good because all he does is cry. Dom, do you have anything above? We can't. I want him at 9, to be honest with you. So,
I actually liked him as Ben Solo in Rise of Skywalker. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
I actually would. I wouldn't put him in the top 5. I would definitely put him in like 8. Get 8 for because. I'd rather have Kylo Ren higher because I like Kylo Ren too.
All right. Well, let's get him in. I think we got to put him in 5. Chat's really got him in 5.
You give him a 5?
Yeah, I don't give him a 5. I give him a 9. Emo Solo. I know. I like that.
I give him 8.
I actually have a problem with this. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see him and Grogu together. If they do that, it's minus 10, like 11, turning it down the 11 scale. Just because I really want, there's that Leia training part that has to probably now happen after Grogu, where he tries to trade Leia and says nobody, and then they get
that.
No.
I know, but then getting to Kylo after that. So hopefully, I do not want to see them combine these two. If they do anything with it, they better do a Ren story. And I don't want to see Snoke.
I don't want to see Grogu.
There's so much. Okay, real quickly, everybody's saying 4 or 5, but here, let me give you the options of what could happen with this, because everybody's like, we want to see the Knights of Ren. Good, but you know what they could give you? Snookies. Snookies biscuits melting. That's what they could give you. They could give you the Snookster.
Look,
my biggest problem with it is also too the Skywalkers. Like I saw 9 movies of Skywalkers. Like, and he's technically a Skywalker. I know his last name's Solo, but he's Leia's son. So I don't want to see any more Skywalker Jedi stories. All right, want something else.
Yeah, let's put him in 5 for right now because we've talked him to death. 8.5. I like the 8.5. Let's move him down to 5 right now. That's kind of where the chat's got him. I think though. We've got him way far. Well, Dom and Pete.
We can move him. We have
make him 11-team.
Yeah, you put the wrong one.
11-team.
Oh,
you put the wrong guy in there.
My bad.
You put the actual good character that I want to see in there. Well, since you exposed it, we talked about it. Here we go.
Together.
All right, coming hot off of actually, this series was pretty good. The Rise of Kylo Ren was actually a pretty decent series. But that's because they had a lot of Ren in it, not because they had a lot of Kylo. Well, actually, it wasn't bad because of Kylo.
I thought we were just. This is so. This is just based off of the movies.
No, this is just based off of what you want.
Ren?
Well,
Okay.
it's supposed to be off of Ren and the Knights of Ren, more than just Ren himself.
So it's like the Knights of Ren as a whole, or just him?
Yeah, whole Knights of Ren. So it's like you get to see all Knights of Ren. So you get to see them when they're on the street level, like when they're in the Bloodline, where they're going and they're stealing all the Darth artifacts and everything like that, and they end up getting Vader's saber and his helmet, all the way up to wherever you want to do with it. I mean, Kylo Ren, the comic book, and everything like that. I mean, Ren is this
would be like that would be like my 6 or 7. Then I would put like 6 or 7 somewhere in there.
Ooh,
really?
I really want to see this. I would be in like 3.
This is what I want the most.
This is what I want the most. Yeah,
this is what I actually want.
Yes.
The most.
I want Ren. I want Ren and Knights of Ren.
I was pulling up Ben Solo with this.
Yeah. No. This is what I want Ren and the Knights of Ren. Like I do.
Do you think they would make a story with just them, Ren and the Knights of Ren, before Kylo Ren came in?
Yes.
So we're gonna find out in Crimson Dawn, Reign, his story, because he's in that story.
You're gonna find out parts of it, but he's already an adult. There's a portion of a story which they've never actually identified him as it or the group that's with it as the Knights of Ren. But when they were teenagers, when everything was peaceful, these guys were going around and stealing Darth artifacts, mainly related to Palpatine and Darth Vader. And I really would like JJ, you don't want to see that? You only like light side stories? Is that it?
Well, I guess I should put him at 5 because I'd like to see it more than a Ben Solo story for sure. So I should probably rank it above that.
I figured the two of them. I figured we would see the two of them kind of running concurrently, and then they would come together.
Ooh.
In my head. That's what I was seeing.
Skywalker,
Snoke,
Palpatine, the Knights of Ren, Ben Solo, they all into the wine with each other.
But we're not. No, we're keeping them different. Listen, the chat's gone south on this.
Yeah, Joe, I do know what else is in the list, which is why I'm liking it.
Yeah. No, the chat is moving this up to 3 and 4, and they're moving because of this. They're moving Ben Solo down to 7. Pete, we've already got some moves. So all right.
Wait, what am I doing?
Sticks, what do you think about this? Moving Ren and the Knights of Ren.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I have a question. So, did they cover with him running around like Indiana Jones? Did they cover that? Like they covered it in the comic books, right?
Kind of.
So you're asking for a live action version of that.
Yeah, so that's why the reference to them in Bloodline, everybody thinks it's them in Bloodline because they don't really name them in Bloodline as Ren, but they in this they show them kind of doing similar stuff. And yes,
did they?
Go ahead.
So in my mind, I'm sticking in my mind everything's comics, and maybe I've just blanked out too much of the sequel trilogy. Was he wasn't even in the movies, was he? Ren himself?
No, he got killed.
No, I don't think so.
We're using him as
killed.
the Knights of Ren type thing, dude. Come on.
You're basing you're wanting to see all this Knights of Ren stuff based on the 5 minutes they went out like total wusses in the movie.
Yeah, this is why we should have Phasma in here too.
One.
Yes. No, because I absolutely think they did a terrible job with it. Yes, that was part of the criteria. Characters they did a terrible job with, and you'd like to see more. This is by definition the characters they did terrible. Phasma should be in here too, which we'll do another one because we didn't put her in.
Me personally, I think
do a mini.
Favreau and Filoni are going to probably use these characters moving forward in the Mando series.
They're not the only two people they have.
That's a very fair point, Justin.
How are we supposed to rank them yet? Oh, well, we just put them up there and then we move afterwards, Justin.
We move them around.
Yeah, we move them around.
Just go with your gut. Like overall in your head, go with your gut of how you feel about a character first.
Yeah.
Because we can always re-rack it like we have already done here, because you said 3 and 7.
They were done dirty. Yeah. Justin, that's a great question, though, Justin. Thank you very much for that question. Appreciate it.
If they keep it ambiguous,
none of them died a good. They seem like weak fighters. None of them died a good death. Even Ren went out like a punk.
Boba Fett went out.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm using. Remember, JJ, you actually started the criteria. Let's lay down the criteria. Characters they did a bad job with, and characters that have a history that they did better with the history. And now you're saying they did a great job with the history, but they really put them out like punks. You should be number one because that fits all your criteria. Like.
Yeah, they messed it up in the movies.
Only if Christian Slater plays Ren, and then
literally goes. I hate Ben Solo. Hope I never see him, but I hope I see him before this. All right,
you want to see it?
Yeah. See, I'm kind of what T. Jones said there. I guess that's why I'm feeling it. Like I want to see past the sequel trilogy. I don't want to see them go back that much. Maybe that's why I'm harsh on it.
I guess I don't know. Isn't that what they always do in Star Wars? Though they always
they're not going to
give you a character. I mean. Boba Fett died. They definitely went back to that character. Turned out pretty well. And we know not everybody dies in Star Wars too. So I don't know.
And look at Darth Maul.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, look, Darth Maul. How many times did he die? 3?
Boba Fett, they really never say he died.
I'm still waiting for the retcon where they show how Han killed himself by igniting the lightsaber and Kylo didn't do it. I'm still waiting for that.
Well, you might get it. Rose Tika, here we go. Star Wars Adventure 6, Rose Tika. A fan fave.
Now, to be fair, we just talked about characters they put. Wait a minute. Now, let me play devil's advocate here because I really don't want to see this story. But to be fair, we talked about characters they had no idea what to do with and put out on a limb and made them look bad in the last movie.
Right.
This is also her, theoretically.
But do you care? Like, I get
don't want
that.
to do anything with her. I don't care.
Yeah, like the thing about her is like, I actually rather see her sister, the one that was dropping all the bombs and sacrificing.
I'd rather see them have a story together.
Like,
the two sisters.
Huh? Yeah, okay. If it's a two-sister story, I'll give you that. Okay, if you're going to do it like that, if that's how you're going to position it, I'll give you that. But the one sister was a gangster. I love that with sister. The sister that let the bombs go. Like this one that was whacking Finn over the back of the head. Like, yeah, I guess they did her dirty, but like,
I'd rather see Zora Bliss, the person we can't put in the ranking.
Oh, well, we'll get to it. Rose is 8. 10,467.
67.
Okay. 10. Yeah, like I mean, her sister was a better character. I agree. Unfortunately, like I get it, but like I don't know. Yeah. Go ahead, put her in 10. Does anybody get 6? Are you gonna see her for 10?
It's for her, if they do the sisters, I'd put her at 5. But if they just do her, I'd put her around 8.
We'll bring. Hey, you know what?
9.
Mark it down. We gotta get we gotta do the sisters on the next. We're gonna do a mini, a 5, because we'll do the Splicer. We'll do the sisters. Cool.
Wait a minute. You're lumping Ren in with all the Knights of Ren. Why can't you lump Rose Tico in with the other Tico and show her past?
Okay, because we need 5 characters in the next one. JJ, just
I put her at 8 for right now.
8, 9. I think we gotta go 9, man.
9? All right.
Yeah, I think we gotta. I mean, the chat's killing it.
There are 10s in chat.
There's a lot of 10s in chat for her. So I think. I mean, I don't think she's.
I think
she's gonna move up. I have a feeling she might move up because there's some characters that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Let's go in our tier list rankings. Let's go with a little more trash. To kind of level out the bottom.
Well, some of these I think are okay.
Bottom feeders.
Yeah, I think. I mean, well, this is the Okay, here. Does anybody give a crap?
I actually like him in the comic, and he's getting better now. If he's going to work with Crimson Dawn,
You going to watch a whole show based on him?
you know what? He's cool looking. But the comic
Only
book,
way he's got his helmet on. That's the only thing about
keep
it.
the helmet on. Keep the helmet on.
Yeah.
I'd rather
And
watch
just
a
do some
roast TV
assassin
show
jobs,
than
going
this.
out and doing jobs.
That looks like Batman.
Don't forget if you bring back him, you have to bring back the stupid little J.J. Abrams voice droid.
Yeah, and you got to bring back that stupid dagger that
Well, look,
you could see.
you could
the
bring him
Thundercat
back
half
in the
dagger.
Mandoverse. In the Mandoverse, Ahsoka, you could bring him in back. He's alive in that time. So, and they can make him cool.
The actress was done wrong. I'll give you that. No,
Well,
this
they're
is the
making
problem
him
with
cool.
him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I actually think he's not. I think he's terrible in the comics. All he does is get beat up all the time. Like, what kind of great assassin is him? He gets smacked in the head, beat up all the time. Nobody likes him or trusts him. And like, the only thing that you are right, he looks cool in his armor.
But
I don't know if that's going to transition.
No, I don't even know if that's
Everybody
true.
that served
His
with Vader
knockoff
is
Boba
a
Fett
fake-
armor. We're going to give
I
him
guess
that.
you're right.
Look,
guess
like
you're right.
Vader, you work around Vader, you're scared. Look at Dr.
Batman
Aphra.
mask.
She looked pretty cool, and she became like nervous and all these things around Vader.
Yeah, but she's
Anybody
written
works-
well.
You don't,
He's Leo Getz.
don't
He's
worry.
Leo Getz. He's mildly amusing at times, but ultimately, do you really want to watch a whole Leo Getz movie?
I think he's
No.
10. I'm at 10, but the chat's giving him 8.
Nah, listen,
Sticks,
he's
what do you
above
got?
Rose.
Sticks,
He's
are you going to
above
help
Rose.
Tom
Whatever you
out?
Come on.
Whatever you want, Leo gets. This first off, it looks
Wait.
like he's got a
Put him
Batman
in.
cowl on. I'd put him at 8. 8 or 10.
8.
Yeah,
Okay, we can put him in 8.
I don't know. As crappy as it sounds, I still rather watch Rose than watch.
I'd rather watch Rose than him too, but the chat between the chat and Dom and Sticks, we ain't getting there. He's not worse than Rose. The chat's spoken. You got to put him at 8. He is
I don't
worse
know.
than
I think
Rose.
he is.
He's not worse than
He
Rose.
is worse than Rose. He is way worse than Rose. This character's so bad. He had so much potential, and all you can say is like, well, he's in the comics. I mean, at least, yeah. I guess if we should have added Rose.
I look at it this way, because you could quickly redeem like 2 minutes of screen time. You could quickly turn that around and flesh something out. We've had comics upon comics, month after month of just, come on, this guy. Like,
guy.
we
Yeah,
really
why
wanna
hasn't
see
somebody killed this guy
You
yet?
can't
Like,
turn
we're
that
waiting
around
for-
that easy.
We're waiting for his death at this point.
He's
Where
not
Rose-
going to die until Rise of Skywalker when he gets
At least
the
the actress is good with Rose Tico.
Well, he was dead well before.
Yeah, he was
I
dead
know,
well
he
before.
was.
He's really just his. Oh, they found his sword in the.
They found his remains.
Yeah, his bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His blessed remains. Thankfully, he's no longer with us.
Thank God. All right, now with Jar Jar. Oh, Rose is down with Jar Jar for Justin. All right. Well, I don't know. We'll see. All right. This is somebody that I think. Do I have to pitch this? Also from Star Wars: The Force Awakens
This is
one. Huh? This is what?
No, I said go ahead.
We get Lore Santika. JJ, how much are you going to kill this guy? Because he died really early on.
Max von
Yeah,
Sydow.
he died super early on, like in the first scene of the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
I would give him a what did Justin rank Rose, like 10,000 something? This guy's like 11,000. You're never gonna see him again.
No.
Why not? This is the kind of thing that could flesh out.
Hey, if it's are we ever going to see him again? I'm betting money we are.
We are going to see him again.
We're 100% going to see this dude
His
again.
bloodline is in the High Republic.
High
right now.
Republic. Yeah, they did this, and we'll probably end up seeing him in Rogue One.
We may
Or
not
whatever
see the
Rogue One
actor.
spin-off is.
Max von Sydow might not
Yeah,
come
no,
back to
no,
reprise
Max
the role, but
won't.
they may recast.
We're definitely
Another
seeing
fellow.
Lore Santika again. There's too many.
Yeah.
This guy,
You don't think so, JJ?
this guy was such a low rank character. Like if you ever read the comic adaptation
Mhm.
that we just put up there, like they don't even show him; they show his body on the ground when you find him.
I agree. But once again,
That
they
gives
didn't
you
do
opportunity.
they didn't do anything right. You're acting like these movies were good. They weren't good. Well, Ruben, sorry, Ruben. No, I mean, like, they did it wrong. That guy's family's the ones who created the hyperspace lanes. Like, are you kidding me? Like, and then he actually
His
ends up.
family is, but
Well, he also
him
ends
as a
up,
character. Are we doing him as a character or the whole family?
he ends up having the map, half the map
You can
Let's have
think
the
about it
map
however
to-
you like.
to Luke. And he's
We're ranking
stealing
his DNA.
stuff. And he was gangster when he died because the dude's
still
like, give us
stand.
stuff. And he was like, I got 2 fingers for you. Kill me. And they killed him. So, like, yeah, I got respect for that.
Yeah.
He ain't
The
no
only thing
snitch.
I didn't like was that to
no
me she'll
flipper.
always be royalty line. That was just a little bit too much on the nose. Like, oh, you're trying to be clever.
No, yeah, I'll give you
That's
that.
the thing that bothered me.
Yeah.
You're telling me that he's not better than Ocha.
Yeah.
Ochi?
Out
Ocha
of this
bag.
group, I got him at 6.
I got him at 6. I can deal with 6.
Yeah, I got him at 6. Like he's almost top 5.
I think you got.
I think there's
As much as I
potential.
don't want to see another, as much as I don't want to see another Skywalker story, I think you got to put Ben Solo above him.
Well, I had Ben Solo above him.
All right,
Yeah.
move
So
move
you
Rose
move
down.
Solo up to 6.
Move Ochi down.
No,
Put
move
Ben up to 6.
Ben to
Move
6.
Ochi to where?
Move Ben to 6.
9
And put Sendeka in 7.
or 8. Yeah, that's I see.
So-
Yep, right in the
So
middle.
I'm moving Rose to 10.
Just
Yeah,
move
she got a
Solo
lot
up.
of 10 votes.
Move
Dude.
Solo
We
up.
can't. Yeah, move Solo up.
Move
No,
Solo
yeah,
6.
move Solo up. Okay, we can do that. We're gonna eventually move it down.
Wait, where am I moving Solo to?
Move
6?
6. Yeah, move to
6.
6.
Where am I putting Lars?
7.
And there's an open 8 spot now because I moved
Open
the other
8
two
spot.
down?
It's all right. No. Leave them where they are now. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. We'll get.
All right. Well,
Look,
go
we
to
got
the next
enough.
one.
We got enough time. And all right, let's give a Poe out there.
Actually,
This is
3.
gonna sound weird, but
That's how I
Yeah,
had him.
3 or 4.
Right.
Really?
I like Poe.
His parents have got an
I'd
interesting
rather-
story.
Yep.
His parents.
his story wasn't. His story, when you look at it as a whole through novels and comics and everything, was not that bad. I don't know that I'd choose Oscar Isaac to play him for an entire series again. I like Oscar Isaac for the most part, but
We literally
the way,
have his.
the way they wrote his
Moon
character
Knight
was
might not have enough time.
crappy.
We literally have his whole life story. There's nothing new they're going to add, so we technically know what they're going to do with him. And you got that.
Except for
at
going
3.
forward. Again, you
Yeah.
could go forward from the sequel trilogy instead of looking in the past the whole time.
True. That's a good point. He's got a good point. Now that the
Well, that's a good
everything
point.
is
That's a good point.
reset, we could see what he could do.
So that's
Being
going to be
in
a
charge.
Rogue Squadron guy, huh? All right.
But it doesn't have to be Rogue Squadron. I think he's pretty high up now in the Rebellion or whatever the Resistance.
I don't see him on TV anymore. I don't see a cartoon. Maybe definitely a comic book, a limited series again down the road.
He was the most flushed out character. I will give you that. And with
Yeah.
all that flushing, he's still in the toilet.
Wait, flushed or fleshed?
Flushed. Play on words. Sticks,
You're
what do you got?
You're being
5? I
overruled
think
in the
5 is good.
Everybody's 3
5.
or 4.
3 or 4? Are we overruling the chat? No, 5.
Look at the
There's
chat.
A lot of the 3s in the chat. I
3,
see a lot of
3,
3.
3, 2 or 3.
All
The
3.
Astro, I see Sam, I
4,
see Justin.
4, 5, 4. All right. What do we do? Do we move them up? Do we move Knights of Ren up or down, guys? What do we do?
3 and move Ren down.
No,
No,
we're not
the 3
moving
move
Red
Ren
down.
down.
We're moving Red up if we're doing anything.
Exactly.
Huh?
Exactly. Boom.
When it comes to characters,
That's dirty.
when it comes to characters that they might use again,
We can move
he's going to
after.
be one of them.
We'll figure. we still
Yeah,
got a
he
few
really
more.
is. All right,
Yeah.
we got him 3. He got some. He did get 4s and 5s in there too, but we'll bump Ren to 4. No,
No.
Ren to 3. No, 2.
It's all
executive,
we're not there yet anyway. We
executive
can-
decision. Executive decision. By
Yeah, I'm
Pete was
running.
no.
I'm running the board. So
Was
I'm gonna
no,
do it
he
how
refused.
I decide.
He does get the executive decision. Okay, well, so since we like,
I already got two,
there
got
was
two
one.
people on my side in the
Channel.
chat.
There was one character
Brooks
that
Law
was
and
even
Astros.
more flushed
Bring it
out
forward.
than Poe.
Yeah, you don't know the rest of the stinkiest pile. Like you got to think about the new characters here. There's not a lot
know-
here to work with.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
a great cover.
I
by
put
the way.
Ray pretty far
This is
down the
an
list,
awesome
in my opinion, just because I don't want to see any more story with her. Just like Ben Solo, I don't really want to see any more of that character.
You know what?
I got enough.
I would love to see a story with her on the dark side, her turning into an empress.
They're not going to do that though.
Yeah,
I know.
That's the
but
problem. I know it would be great to
I
see
like
it.
that,
But
Lewis.
they're not
It
going
would.
to do it. That's the
Mm,
problem.
You know what? I actually put Ray at 6
ooh,
and move Ben to 5.
Ray is 10. Bump.
Nah, she's not 10.
No shot.
Yo, she's
No
not 10.
shot. No shot. She's not 10. T. Jones got her at 1. What is going on with this life?
You know,
All over the place.
1.
Nah,
My man. Jesus.
nah.
Well, that's why I'm like 5. Again, I'm like 5. I feel like there's potential to show more. That hopefully they do it better. But at the same time, to your point, like I don't know if I really want to see more.
Okay, can I ask the panel this, and maybe I guess the chat
Disney
too.
Plus is going to flesh out a lot more of the characters now.
Yeah, but what was there to flesh with her?
Well,
They ruined it.
I'll go out on a limb, and I think Darth or Ruben, I should say, is going to agree with me here in the chat. But if you want a character that that was perceived badly, but more than people
get out of here.
See her.
Go ahead, sorry.
It's this character. Like, her character is not that much worse. I know everybody wants to call her Mary Sue character.
No, I like her.
But really,
character.
backstory and all that is not much worse than Luke's.
This is
Luke's
okay. So this is the question I was going to ask.
Years.
This is the question I was going to ask. This is the question I was going to ask the panel in the chat real quickly. Go. If they made her nobody, right? We all understand
which
what I'm saying.
I preferred if she was a nobody.
That's what I'm asking you. Raise your hand if you would prefer that she was nobody.
I prefer she was when the story was,
what she is
not a Skywalker, not related to this.
So I mean, like, I think that's it.
Like,
I think that was there's a lot of potential if she was nobody. That
you know what my favorite storyline was for her when everybody's trying to figure out her lineage after the first movie. And I wish they would have gone with something like this. Was like Obi-Wan's granddaughter.
Yes.
Like some unknown granddaughter. I know that would kind of soil the reputation. Yeah. Obi-Wan is the perfect Jedi.
If anything, I would have
still
that.
I would have liked that over what they did. Yes.
Can I say one thing real quick?
Go ahead.
I think what they should have did with her, you wouldn't have found out a name until later on. And I think Palpatine is a good name. I think what they should have did with her was make her go crazy. Like her mind, she wasn't at the. Like, she wasn't sane. That because she found out she was a Palpatine, knowing that what he did was driving her crazy. And
I hear what you're hoping, but they didn't. So we got to think. We got to take it from here. Like, from the end of that last movie, what could they do?
Okay, this is an
I don't think there's
question.
a lot to do with her. Like, do you really want to see her start a new Jedi Academy? Are you that interested to see her start training other Jedis?
Yeah, there's a reason
because would be bored by that.
The reason is because what's his name wanted to trash the whole series because he was mad that he didn't get to direct all 3. The question is she better?
I think he was trying to fix the guy that trashed them.
I actually disagree. Well, we'll talk about that in a different time. Okay, is he better? Is she have any potential compared to Ben Solo? Is she above or below? We're not putting her at 1.
No, she's not going to be 1. No, done.
I told you what I thought about Ben.
Look, drop Zendaya to 8, drop Ben to 7, and put her at 6.
Why don't we just put her at 5?
It's a tough call between her and Ben Solo because Ben Solo you can only think in the past as a story, and her you can only really think in the future because we know her past.
And that's what I wanted.
Revolve around poetry and motion.
Twins.
She can have twins, and
no, don't let her have twins. No, send her to Planet Sith. Send her out to Planet Sith, and then we get the Planet Sith story.
You want a good made-up rumor? You could say the twins in Vision were her descendants.
No. Executive decision.
I think 5.
She's a 5.
5. Put her lower than 5. Put her 4, 5. I know. Look, 5 is where we're getting sicker. This is a good. Hey, by the way, thank you, chat. You guys are making this fun. Everybody here, this is great. We didn't know how it's going to go.
It's got to be 5 just because the people that are coming are some duds too. So
that's honorable.
The Tale of the Rise of Skywalker that was canceled. So we get maybe Lando's daughter or his girlfriend,
possibly hitting on his offspring granddaughter. That was weird. It was uncomfortable.
I don't think that's his offspring.
I don't know.
I don't think it was.
All right, even if it wasn't, an 80-year-old dude hitting on like a girl in her 20s is still
it's always creepy. Cosby's creepy, dude. Yes,
I'm just saying. Well, don't bring Cosby into this.
Well, it did seem a little bit like that.
Putting that on Lando.
I love Lando, but how they wrote that seemed a little Cosby-ish there. It was creepy.
There's a big difference between creeping and like.
All of a sudden, he would have been like,
I look at it this way.
No, I thought he was about to say, "Hey, baby, you want to call 45?" So smooth.
I look at it this way. I'm no Star Wars rookie, and when I pulled her auto card out of a pack, I forgot entirely who she was.
That means she has the most potential. One spot.
No.
You know what?
Honorable mention.
Look, she was with the First Order, just like Finn was, and she could have a good backstory, but she's not up there with the top tier. She's more,
would you rather
below
see
Rose?
But there's a potential. Okay, this is the only thing I'll say. Does she have better potential than the assassin, Rose Tika? I think that's what we're getting at here.
Maybe
I think she has better potential than Rose.
Yeah, I think she does.
I mean, maybe just because was it Kelly Tran or whatever may not want to come back and be in any more Star Wars crap
Because
after what
yeah,
happened to
because people
her.
give her so much shit. That's
Yeah.
disgusting. I mean, that's kind of shitty. She didn't deserve that.
I would put her at 9.
No,
All right, let's see what everybody's got here. What's the chat saying here? 5. Whoa.
5.
5.
Sam
Okay.
says 3.
Justin's got him 5. Who says 3? No.
Sam
She
says
would be
3.
4. No shit. All right. Well, it's better than I thought.
4.
5
7 or 8.
4. Where's Pete? We can't do anything without Pete.
We just
5.
8.
8.
Most people
Hey, Eric, what's
slaughter
going on?
at 8.
Okay, let's put her at the 8 slot. She's going to the 8 slot. Pete will
What
be
do you
back in
mean
a minute.
8?
Pete, throw her at 8. She got at 8.
She was an honorable mention.
So what? She's at 8 now. We're gonna put some more people out here. Put her at 8. I know. Look,
We
called
called
off the rails.
that didn't have comic book appearances. We're just going to be honorable mention.
okay, well, we loaded this in wrong. Here we go, Matt. Don't put me
Didn't
on
load-
the
I didn't load anything in wrong.
Mass.
Now,
1.
I'll open this one up and say characters that I want to see their past explored is hers. I want to see how she became the pirate queen and
How she got
that story, and see a lot of Hondo maybe in there or something
a
like
lot
that.
of cool stuff. There's so much. It opens up so much. You get Chewbacca back, so it means you get Han back alive because that's her boyfriend. You get, Hondo. You're right. Everybody. She's everywhere.
I still
She's
don't
all the way in
even know. I still don't even know how she got Luke's lightsaber.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All the
Was
stuff
that
in
in
the
there?
chest.
Do I?
No.
I forget
that?
Stuff in the chest. No. That's what I'm saying. Stuff in the chest. Dude, 1. By far, anybody gonna argue with 1?
Yeah, I had Ren at 1. She was my like.
Where are we getting some? We got a few 1s. We got a 4 until another 4. We got a 5.
5. 1 or 2.
Well, listen, I tell you what.
4. Maz 1.
This is an 8.
4. 1. 4.
Put her
She's
2.
1,000-year arc.
We put her
1.
at 1 because she's 1,000 years old.
Lewis is 8. Lewis we're at 8. Lewis.
Let's
Wait, hey,
bring down the average on that
Zaggy, where's Zaggy? Where's Zaggy at? Zaggy, what do you got? Zaggy said something crazy back here. What did Zaggy say back here? Somebody else was talking, so I blew my mind and then I disappeared on it. All right, I want to hear his opinion.
I'm scrolling back. I don't see Zaggy.
Yeah, he shot in for a second. 2, 1, 4, 1. She can't be 1. Why can't she be 1? She literally has like the best stories. There's like intriguing questions like how did she get? I mean, I thought it was an Ugnaught had gotten it somehow. We kind of saw the lightsaber. An Ugnaught grabbed the lightsaber. We don't know what happened to it after that. She's got tons of potential.
I have spoken.
Yeah.
What?
Where'd you put her? She's that background character that is everywhere and you don't know why and you want to find out.
She's top
to me,
3.
That's the way it feels.
She's an OG. Okay. She can't be 1. Put her at 1.
Rogue Soul should put Rose off the list.
We can bump Rose. To
we might be able to bump Rose.
Our predetermined honorable mentions are no longer honorable mentions.
1 on this list. I think that's kind of it. Sam's kind of got it going on there.
By the way, on the last character, did we give our legal disclaimer that there is no Rise of the Skywalker comic adaptation that was canceled? I know it's stamped on that.
Yeah.
Just in case
anyone
was looking.
Maybe we should run down the options at the start next time.
She's a 10. LOL. My raise.
I might
go back to
Zaggy, I swear he just comes in here to do this.
Wait.
No way.
Let's go back to Justin's original point of he doesn't know how to rank them. I think maybe next time we show everybody as the options so everybody knows who we're going to be choosing.
Yeah, but then we're never going to switch. And I like seeing you panic when we have to switch numbers.
Okay, fine.
He likes seeing you do extra work, Pete.
Yeah. She's a 10. Zag,
Who's
come
a
on,
10?
man.
What are we doing?
Zaggy said Baz is a 10 because Ray's a 1. He's just in here. All right, good to see him though.
No, this isn't the
the reverse order. Okay, so where
This
we
isn't
going
how
to
much
put?
I'd like to see.
Rather,
I think
personal time with.
I think we need to move people up now because I think this is the perfect example of a 6.
No, I
No?
actually, I think
All right,
Finn,
go ahead. Let's hear it, Tom.
Finn could have been a great character. Again, not written well.
Yeah, but how do they
If
fix
we're
it?
using the criteria, just like Dom said, if we're using that criteria of characters that we want to see developed more because they didn't do well the first time around with them,
Right.
he's in the top 5 at the very least.
Yeah, but how do you
this is the reason why. This is the reason why I think we have to exclude that is because they gave too much of him. Like you gave us too much of his story already and did a bad job. Like some of these characters, like I mean, there's a lot of potential for Rose because they haven't given us a lot of story with her, right? Like this is why I argue.
You're looking at everybody's past still. There's more potential.
I'm looking at the whole story. We got a ton of Finn. We can't have Poe at number 3. Well, I guess we can.
Well, you have a ton of Rey and you got a ton of Kylo.
Look, Finn.
Well, the problem with
Poe-
the looking at the future is there's no conflict right now. Are we going to have another Empire, another First Order? Like, no, we got to assume at least in the immediate future, following these movies, it's going to be a time of good.
Finn,
so what is going to be the conflict?
Yeah.
Okay, but this is that's why I'm saying I think they screwed it. I don't Poe at 3. Poe at 3 is where I have the problem because I wouldn't put Poe at 3. I would probably move Rey up to like 4-ish, Ben up to like 4 or 5-ish, and then have Finn above Poe somehow. Because like I'd rather see Finn than Poe.
You know, look, Poe Dameron had a good history. Like we've seen his story. You're going to see young Poe now. His story, Finn has a future. We know he was with the First Order. They're going to be working on that, how they got the children to work for the First Order down the road. They kidnapped the kids or whatever the situation is. You'll find out his backstory. But I think Finn, moving forward, is going to have a good future story arc.
We're going to have to put this up. We're going to have to put this up for Ruben. And Ruben, we're going to do 5 of these characters.
I get the time of peace argument, but when wasn't the destruction of the Galactic Empire supposed to be like a time of peace, and then you got the Mandalorian? Like, I mean, there's always a conflict you can create.
Yeah, it's a big galaxy. There's always a conflict.
It's not a big issue.
Yeah, but the point being, like characters like Finn, he's going to be tied in with this new regime. He's buddies with Poe. He's buddies with Rey. Is he going to train with Rey? Do we want to see that? Do we want to see him be some sort of dignitary under a new? I don't know.
I can't believe we have Poe in 3.
Well, I didn't put him there.
I can't believe we have Poe in 3. Can we do this again? No,
oh, Jesus, Ruben.
First off, Ruben, thank you for this $5 super chat. We really do appreciate it. Can we do the list again on December 19th? We're going to have an add-on to this list specifically for you, Ruben, on the 19th. Ruben will be joining the show on the 19th, and we will be discussing
Sequel Trilogy.
I don't know what we're going to rank the movies. What we're going to do.
T. Jones is jumping and putting Rey up there.
What? Rey? What? What is this?
I don't know. Rey 2. It makes no sense to me.
Oh my god!
All right, look. You want to do Ren? Take Ren out of 2. Take Ren out of 2.
So.
Why am I taking Ren out of 2?
Can't take Ren out of 2.
One thing I like.
Refusal. He's not. He wasn't.
Let's do the diplomatic thing.
We don't know what he's going to be capable of doing.
That's why That's why he's a 2 because we can get more.
I promise you. I promise you. If they do Knights of Ren,
Poe and Rey.
I promise you.
Characters ready.
If they do Knights of Ren storyline, everybody's going to lose it. Like
I want them to do Knights of Ren. That could be a great Disney Plus series.
1 through 3.
I don't know if they're perfect because I don't really like Poe in the top 3 personally, but I like the top 2 at the very least.
Okay,
let's
do the diplomatic thing and put who fits between Poe, Finn, and Rey. Should Finn fit Rey right in there at 4?
No,
or should we move them around and put like Poe at 4 and Finn at 3? I mean, or do you just move them all down?
All right.
Or do you do the diplomatic thing and take our honorable mention, who's not even supposed to be on the list, out at 8 and just put Finn there?
What character connected with you better, Finn or Poe?
Finn. I like Poe's parents better. Ben 4, Finn 5, Rey 6.
Man, we have one more character yet?
Well, yeah.
We still got a couple more.
We still got a couple more. Hold on, though. I kind of like this. What Sam coming out of here? Not Sam. That's not what I like. Not that one. This is. I'm kind of thinking this. Ben at 4, Finn at 5, and Ray at 6.
Well, why are you jumping up Ben? We already got him at 6. You jumping him up 2 slots
because I would rather see Ben. I'd rather see the Ben backstory more than seeing the future of Finn and Ray at this point. It's not that I don't like them as
Ray
characters.
Above Finn.
I just feel like the potential stories are just not there.
All right. Move Ray up to. How about this? Can we just give a thumbs up? Just put a W in chat if we can get this. And it sticks. You will be deciding the decision. Can we move Ray up to 4? Can we move Ben up to 5? And can we put Finn at 6?
You want Finn at 6?
No, I want Poe at 6.
I'm with Eric at the very least. If we're for our options, this is where I'm at.
Well,
I said just do
Rogue's Law. Yes.
Yes. Okay,
so we got 2 in the chat. Let's do that. Let's do it.
Let's do what?
Ben at 4, Finn at 5, and Ray at 6. You got 2 people voting for it in the chat.
Ben at 5. Dubs. They gave me dubs. Ray is as high as is.
So basically, Ray is 6.
No, we cannot move.
Wait, Ray is 6 or no? This is what I did.
Well, that's what he said.
No, it would be it'd be Ray. What did I say now? I don't even know. I'm so confused. Finn above Paul. Jesus Christ. Pete, get Ben out of 4.
I've gotten 2. It's not just me.
Right.
What does it say?
Listen to Sticks. Sticks has got the final rule.
What does it say?
I told Sticks he's got the final rule. Sticks, tell us what it is.
Wait, before we get to Sticks' final ruling, I'm just saying, what does this say? What does that say Ben is?
I did give W's for what I said, though, in the
4.
chat.
Wait. And then I'm going through it. Where's the other one? There's another one in here.
Get Ray out of 5.
There it is. There's another one.
Ray, Ben, Finn, Ray.
But Ben has 4. That's 2. Ben has 4.
Okay, Sticks, you're the over. You're Sticks. Give us the ruling.
Yeah, I got control of the board. I'll do what I like until you guys make me change it.
I'm going to say this once. No, I'm going to say this just once. If you're going to go with ranking with a character, and you're going to put them into a story, be it forward or backwards, all right, you have to take Poe out because we already see Poe's lineage. Now, if you want to show him as a kid, that's one thing with his parents, but we're not talking about his parents. We're talking about Poe. So you have to move Poe down to somewhere. But I like Finn. He's got more places to go. Ray's got more places to go.
Before you go on, unless you really like to see them adapt, I'm just saying, unless you like to see them adapt the story we got in canon from the comics into live action. If you want to see that, then you can continue to say, I want to see more of that. I want to see Poe. But the story is told. To your point.
Are we okay?
Are we talking about new stories or stories? Because that's a story that's already been told.
It's up to you to decide.
Right. So I wouldn't want to see something already told unless they're out of options. If it's already in print, it's already there.
No, they're talking.
Go and read it.
Zaggy, no Kylo Ren, just Ben. Why? Sorry, go ahead. Sticks, go.
So I would put Poe at 6, move Finn in at either 4 or 3, and keep Ray where she's at, because Ray can only go one way, and that's forward.
Yeah. All right.
Ben can go backwards. Finn can go forward or backwards.
Yeah. Finn goes to 4. Ben goes to 6. Then we'll ask the chat. Okay, that's what he said. He got final order. Yes, you got final order.
Yeah. No, I want everyone to be happy with what I said, though. But do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not going to.
No, he just doesn't want to move Ben. Move Ben back to 6. I don't understand how Ben got moved to 4 somehow. Unless you
because
move
it's more interesting. As many people that cried seeing Luke Skywalker again, wouldn't you at the very least be interested in seeing Luke training a young Ben more so than seeing a Finn in this new world where there is no villains?
The only problem is you know where that story ends with Luke trying to kill him.
We know where the story
Luke didn't try to kill him. No, Luke didn't try to kill him. That was all
him thinking Luke tried to kill him and Snoke
either way,
washing him.
No way.
We still build to that point.
He's not yet. Right. Okay, wait. We're gonna have a big discussion.
We have also can see that you can see a young Kylo Ren with the Knights of Ren. Isn't that more interesting than seeing?
Okay. Here's somebody who's gonna move the whole board any damn way. Here we go.
Hey, Marco, real quick, can you put up Darth comment there?
Yeah, which Darth?
Ragmussen.
Darth Ragmussen.
Ruben, what do we
this
got?
One right here?
Yeah. He's going to the dark side and reveling in our
misery. The Knights of Ren have got more potential. Okay, here we go. Side on. He actually showed up in the background, almost took Finn onto it. What's that?
I said put him at 8 and take Jana off the list.
Oh, I think he's higher than 8. He's got the last live clone. He literally has the last live clone. He's a pirate, for crying out loud. A space pirate, and he's got a sweet car. No?
Okay. A sweet car? Wait, hold on. You lost me until you got the sweet car.
That's the right.
We're talking about
he really does. He's got a sweet car, man. He's got like the sweet car thing. This car speeder. It's like a sports car. No? JJ, you don't like this character?
Oh, I like the character. Oh, our list has already gone to bunk anyways. Like, okay, so where does he rank? You put him on the list. Where does he go?
This is an arc. I think he's got to go. Okay, what do we have at 10?
Rose.
Move her off the list. No, keep her on the list. Move the assassin off. Move down. Well,
I didn't want to move. 6. I already had the 2 I thought were not going to be on the list.
So why can't you have
take Ray out? You don't put somebody at 7. Hey, this is where I want him too. I'm with Astro. I want him at number 2.
No, you guys are crazy.
Put him at number 9 with
he rolling 20s on the tier. That's right. He's got the old Daytons, bro.
Put him on 9.
I don't want him down that low either because he has no story, so there is a lot of potential.
Well, he does have a couple things going for him. He's got the last clone. He's a pirate. He's got a car rolling on 20 Daytons. So there we go.
Okay.
I say 3. I agree. No, everybody, look, you're discounting the chat. All right. Put him in 7. Move it down.
So I'm moving everybody down. That's
how it goes, right?
I'm just
high for 6.
Or you could just move off the person on the list that's not supposed to be there because it was supposed to be an honorable mention.
Somebody ranked that honorable mention in the 2 spot, bro. She got a vote in the 2 spot, which is higher than a lot of other people on this list got.
What kind of stinks is that you put Zori, and Zori's a good character.
Yeah, well, you already showed Zori. Now we got to re-rank her.
I know, because she's a good character. I like her costume.
Well, again, I thought she was relegated to honorable mention, Dom.
Yeah.
Before we started, I thought we're not counting.
Joe, I agree. Joe, if I'd have him, I wanted him at 2. I already said that. I just got rolled by everybody else on this one. All right. And JJ's about to quit the show over this ranking. I don't know what's worse, these movies or this ranking.
Well, this isn't my fault. This is not my ranking.
Who are we blaming for this? This is just becoming a debacle. All right,
I'm blaming everyone except me.
We're never getting honorable mentions again. Zora Bliss doesn't have a
what gets us out of the segment?
She is a peg hanger. I don't think anybody gives 2 shits about this character, but let's see what chat has to
I don't know. People like Felicity.
I like Felicity. Come on. Great show.
I like Felicity, yeah.
Save Rose.
Americans was great.
Yeah. Save Rose. That's right. Oh, jeez.
She's where she's supposed to be, which is down in the honorable mentions.
Well, think about it. If you want to put it, she's better than Ochi.
Hey, he ain't lying.
Not saying much. But yeah, I agree.
He ain't lying.
He's not. But Ochi was still my solid 10 because I thought 2 of these characters were discounted for being ranked.
I can't even talk. All right, he's not wrong.
There you go.
Back to our regular scheduled program.
The 2 honorable mentions snuck out my 9 and 10.
All right. He's not wrong. 8.
Let's not push it.
Our 2 honorable mentions have made the list. Lock this one up. We can't do it anymore. It lasted 40 minutes on some of the worst characters in all Star Wars history. No, we're not. We get to 8.
What have I flip flop?
How
about that?
Stop 7 and 3. I'd agree with Sam. All right, we might revisit this when Ruben's back. Holy crap. Okay, this was a great segment. This is hilarious. I know not everybody feels that way, but I thought it was funny. We got to get out of here, though. Get us out of here. This is the list. We'll post
We can't get it out of here. We still got one more thing to do.
Oh, we got no more people. Do we have somebody else?
We still got trivia.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's get to trivia. Let's get to trivia.
All right.
All right, let's get to trivia. That's what I'm saying. Oh, my God. This is terrible. That was awesome. That was so good. JJ's so mad.
All right, I'll save it. Well, I haven't actually posted these. We should post our results.
We'll post that result. We actually are going to have to probably revisit that. I think we're going to readjust it. And
that's all right. I can save it.
no, I'm talking about for Ruben when he comes.
That's what I mean. I'll have it on hand.
Oh, geez, oh, Pete's, dude. I lost it. I'm like crying. I was laughing so hard, man. All right, guys. I appreciate that. Chad, I appreciate it. Panel, I appreciate that. That was a great seg. All right, let's get into trivia. Styx is here to play trivia. Wait, if Styx is here to play trivia, then does he still choose somebody, or does he get somebody in the chat?
That's what I was wondering. I don't know. We didn't think that far ahead, but yeah. I mean, okay. If he wants to, it's up to him. He can either keep the prizes or he can go pick somebody in the chat.
What did he say?
I'll leave it up to him.
What does he say? So, Styx, are you answering all the questions in the trivia, or are you choosing somebody in the chat? I think you should.
Are you playing for the prizes, or are you playing for somebody in the chat? Is the question.
Oh,
I think he's playing for
me, but that
he is playing for him. Yeah, so you get to choose.
That's fine.
You either get to choose me or wait. The choices are me and Dom. I just did this last week.
No, I thought he was playing.
He's playing,
and he gets the prizes. Isn't that how it works?
Yes, and he gets
the
prizes
for himself. Yeah. He's coming in as a viewer, not as
anybody.
Member.
It's him.
Oh, it's him.
Yeah, it's him.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah,
he doesn't choose
anyone. He's not playing as an honorary member of the crew. He's playing.
I'm still. I can't. I literally was crying because it was so. I thought that's so funny. So, yes. Thank you for taking over. Okay, here we go. Good. Then I don't have to play, but you can ask the panel still. JJ, please explain to them what we're doing.
I'll
go
trivia.
To the rules.
This week's theme is Mandalorians. Yep. Quick rules slide. So, pretty much got the same rules as we've had the past few times, but he won't have to choose participant because he is the participant. So he will get the prizes. He gets 1 mulligan, 1 ask the panel, 1 ask the chat. And then there's 1 prize given for the first correct answer. 3 gets the B prize, 6 the A prize. Top tier is run the gauntlet, and there's a bonus prize for the thing. Now, before I go forward, real quick on the bonus question. It's 2-part answer, not multiple choice. Before I go forward, Styx, are you a Star Wars Insider subscriber?
I am not.
Okay. Well, that was the prizes this week, so I should make sure it's like I should find another prize for him.
Oh, okay.
But so if you answer the first question, you'll get just the basic. I found a nice Mandalorians cover to go with the Mandalorians theme.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So, and if these don't excite you, you can sell them on eBay or give them to whoever, or whatever you like. And I'll find bags and boards for these. I got them somewhere beforehand. So second prize, you'll get 2. So you get the Millennium Falcon.
Before the
solo story version.
Solo story.
Yeah. And you'll get solo subscriber cover. So that'll be the second prize. Third prize, you get number 5 on our tier list.
With his something in a helmet.
And, Praetorian Guard subscriber cover. And Cantina Band subscriber cover.
That's a cool cover.
And then we're going up to 4 for the last prize, so you get
I love that.
R2-D2 sketch cover,
Ooh, I like that.
Nice.
That's nice.
Very nice.
Battle Droid sketch cover,
Okay.
I like these.
little Grogu action,
Do we have any BB-8?
and then
You have BB-8.
Ooh.
So good.
Oh, there
Chewy.
you go.
Nice.
that's kind of a popular one. So,
That's
Yeah,
a very
and it's
tough
not
and then the
the,
last one. No, these are all subscriber. Well, not the first one, but the rest are subscriber exclusives. Except for these 2, for the bonus prize, you'll get a previews exclusive, a trading card version of Fett.
Ooh, okay.
And if you have some of these or you bought some, and I'll give you Ahsoka too.
Nice.
I can replace them with others or something. We'll figure it out.
All right. All right. So let's put them back up there.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh,
Or that.
sorry, we gotta
Or
go
there
to
we go. Okay. There it
this.
is.
That's a good point. Sam brings up an interesting question before we start. So should we give him an extra Ask the Panel, seeing how he is playing on his own?
Wait, how is that now?
He doesn't have a chat partner. He doesn't have a chat partner to.
Well, I had the whole chat.
Ask.
So can't the whole
Well,
chat
the chat
answer?
partner couldn't really help.
Yeah, the whole chat could answer, I guess. Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah, we could have asked the panel twice. That's fine. All right.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll
Are
see.
we
All
ready
right.
to begin?
We live in the rules.
Yeah. Jedi's not here. We can do whatever we want. Okay.
That's right.
That segment would not. I could see him right now. We're gonna
Also, this one's kind of hard, so that'll work out well.
Yeah. All right.
It's not super hard, but
Let's see what we got.
Okay, so you want me to Pat Sajak this thing then?
Go for it.
Yeah, because
All
I
right.
haven't. Oh, are we supposed to?
Well, I haven't
mute our
really
mics?
looked at them
We do
either,
mics.
but they're in front of me. Jango Fett and Din Djarin are both one of these. Children found or rescued and subsequently adopted by a Mandalorian warrior. Is it A, rescue child, B, a hostage, C, a foundling, or D, adoptive?
C, foundling. Final answer.
Final answer, foundling. You are correct, sir. One down.
Sticks turned off the chat, right? Sticks. Can
My
you see the
chat is off, yes.
Okay, good, cool.
My chat, yep, my chat.
Moving on to question 2. The Great Purge nearly eradicated the Mandalorian people. What group was ultimately responsible for it? Was it A, the Death Watch, B, Crimson Dawn, C, the Hutt Cartel, or D, the Galactic Empire? Who was responsible for the Great Purge that eradicated the Mandalorians? Or nearly eradicated? I can repeat any of the things you need. If you want the question or the answers, I can. Or if you want to use one of your lifelines, that is also up to you.
I'm between 2. I remember that this was from The Mandalorian. And so a quick segment.
that's correct.
Very quick segment, in fact.
Oh, wait, that's right. We got to stop our cameras. Dom, stop your camera so you can't see your face react.
I'm not even watching your faces, actually.
Well, I got to do mine too. There we go. Sticks is all by himself, all alone.
I'll probably end up using my mulligan on this one. I'm going to say A, Death Watch.
Okay, so you're just going to run with it, and if it doesn't pan out, it's your mulligan.
Yeah.
A, Death Watch is your answer. Unfortunately, it's the Galactic
D.
Empire.
Oh,
Those were the 2 I was between. Okay.
Well, the 50-50 spot. You could have relied on one of the other options. I don't know. I couldn't have helped
That
you.
was tough. I thought you had it though when you said Mandalorian. I was like, dang, he's got the show. And I was like, dang, he's got it. Good try.
Well, you still have 2 lifelines. You still have the panel, and you still have the chat. And we
Yeah,
still have
you
a
get
few
it.
questions to go.
It's tough.
Question 3. On Star Wars Rebels, this character was the leader of the Mandalorian Protectors, often seen sparring with the Death Watch. Was it A, Bo-Katan Kryze? Is it Kryze or Kryze? B. Pre Vizsla, C. Fen Rao, or D. Tiber Saxon? This is going a little bit deep with some of these names.
This one kind of cuts deeper than I thought.
So my option, I can ask the panel, correct?
Yep.
Okay, I will go with that one. I will ask the panel.
Let's see.
So this would be Dom and Marco, because I can't, because I can see the answers, and JJ came up with the question, so we are out.
So the Mandalorian protectors were the guys that were on the moon, and when Kanan ends up running into them in Rebels, it's Fenru, right? Fenru's leading them at that time.
Well, he was on Rebels. We did have him on not that long ago.
Because Pre Vizsla was obviously the Death Watch. Bo-Katan was actually working for Pre Vizsla at the time on the Death Watch. Tiberius Saxon later on becomes in charge of he's the super commando later on that gets put in charge of like the Empire / Mandalorian thing. So I would go with C.
I'll go with C as well. I'll follow Marco.
Anything to add, Dom?
Yeah, I'm going with C myself too.
All right. Your panel is giving you the answer of C. Styx has decided to agree with the panel, and he was wise in doing so. The correct answer is C. Fen Rao or Ro, or however you want to say it. Moving on. Question 4. We have a Mandalorian. We have the emblem on Boba Fett's shoulder pauldron, seen in the above corner, is the skull of which large creature? I almost said it when I saw the logo. Thankfully, I didn't and read the question instead. Is that A, a mudhorn, B, a mythosaur, C, a crate dragon, or D, a kinrath? The logo at the top left corner. Hopefully you can see it. If not,
I can.
Okay.
All right. So I know it's not C, not the crate dragon. Mudhorn, that's more of a rhinoceros, so that doesn't look like it. Anything like that. Kinrath, I do not know what a kinrath is. I have not heard that word before.
Remember,
but I have heard the word mythosaur before.
Yeah. Remember, some of the answers are made up.
Right. Thank you, TJ.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go with B, mythosaur. Final answer.
Mythosaurus.
Final answer.
Good job.
Correct. It is the mythosaur. All right.
Boom.
That's we're through 4 questions.
Good job.
Three down with one mulligan used. And you still haven't asked the chat because you also use the ask the panel.
Yeah, give them an extra. Ask the panel. Give them an extra.
That's fine.
All right.
But our question 5 is: the Darksaber is a legendary Mandalorian weapon, but it was kept in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant until this clan stole it. Is the answer A, Kryze? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. The Kryze clan. B, the Ren clan. C, the Saxon. Or D, Vizsla? Who stole the legendary Darksaber from the Jedi Temple on Coruscant?
So if I remember correct, Pre-Vizsla held the Darksaber until Maul took it from him. If I'm right. Yes or no? I don't know. Don't answer. That was a in my head question.
Well, that's why our cameras are off, so you can't see if I'm nodding or shaking my head.
I want to say D, Vizsla. I'm gonna say D, Vizsla.
You gonna go with an answer? Not ask the chat? Not use one of your 2 ask the chats?
Not ask the chat.
Okay, so you're sticking with D? And you are correct. It is Vizsla.
Nice.
Good job.
Yes, I was, and again, I said that because as you were saying it, I'm nodding along. I'm like, oh, he can't see me anyway.
I always go with the gut.
That's a good thing because I'm nodding along. All right, question number 6. Duchess Satine Kryze was a leader of the Mandalorians and Kenobi's love interest during the Clone Wars. But what was she the Duchess of? Was she the Duchess of A, Kalevala, B, Mandalore, C, Conquered Dawn, or D, Mandalia?
This is a trick question, kind of.
So the Duchess, Satine Kryze, she was the Duchess of either A, Kalevala, if I'm saying it right, B, Mandalore, C, Concord Dawn, or D, Mandalia. And you have two Ask the Chats with 3 questions remaining. Because I don't think you can use it for the bonus.
No. I'll ask the chat. I think I know what it is, but I'll ask the chat anyway.
All right, looking at the chat. I don't know if Eric is answering this.
I don't think she was the Duchess of Funk.
So I don't think you can use that. Ruben's giving you A, which is Kalevala. Sam is also giving you A, which is also Kalevala. And I think that's all we have so far from the chat. But be mindful, they are like a minute behind our live.
Okay.
So it's up to you if you want to wait another few seconds for them to chime in or go with Funk or 2 A's.
I'll give them another few seconds here.
What are you thinking through? Think it through while we wait for them. What are you leaning towards?
I don't think Mandalia is. I think that's a fake word. Conquered Dawn. It sounds like Smucker's jelly. I don't think that's it.
We got a Justin also with an A.
I hear their grapes are delicious there.
They are. Kalevala. It sounds familiar. Mandalore is what I would have gone with because it kind of fits into it.
The chat
says A. I'll go with A.
A from Justin, and then Obi comes in with a B, and Eric comes in with an A. So you have 4 A's and a B from the chat.
I'll go with all the Canadians and say A.
Oh, and another A from Astro. So A is your final answer.
Final answer.
Then you are correct. It is Kalevala.
Good one.
That was a good poll because
good one.
That one I didn't know offhand.
Concord Dawn is Jango Fett's home planet.
Yeah, I knew the Mandalia. I was like, I know that's made up. Outside of that,
actually, that's a real one.
Is it?
It's like Legends. Like nobody would know.
I thought it was that was a Dreamweaver that you sleep. It's
not a real one anymore, thanks to Disney. But
some hippie would try to sell you at a flea market. Be like, oh, buy one of these, and it'll help you. Anyway, moving on. Question 7. We got 2 questions left before the bonus. Apparently, Maul likes to steal it, and Sabine likes to write about it. What type of painted art was popular among Mandalorians and represented their tenets in Clone Wars and Rebels? Is it A, Cubism? We're going into art history here, folks. B, realism. C, graffiti. Or D, impressionism?
I'll clarify something real quick before he answers or leaves any conclusions. I was going to make this one the last question, but the next question is one I pulled from Star Wars, like Legends, mainly from video games, but also comics and stuff. So depending on how you are familiar with Legends, you might want to use your last Ask the Panel or something for this. But I just want you to know, because normally I don't include Legends questions, but in this trivia I did. So,
okay. Wait, is it a panel or is it Ask the Chat?
Either one. I don't care. You can go with either.
It's Ask Everybody.
Yeah.
Ask Everybody. Well, this could be a toughie. Maul likes to steal it. Sabine likes to write about it. What type of art? What type of painted art among Mandalorians is represented in Clone Wars and Rebels? Cubism, realism, graffiti, and impressionism.
Well, Sabine did a lot of graffiti, and I think that's what she was into. So I'm gonna say C, graffiti. Final answer.
You're going to go with that as your final answer, not ask the chat or anyone.
Nope. Graffiti.
And to be fair, I would have done the same as you. And I also would have missed because apparently it's cubism. But I was going to guess graffiti as well.
Yep.
So I would have been no help.
One.
That was a really tough one.
That was a tough one.
Oh, write about it like when you say write about it, you mean like in a book?
Yeah, like in her journal, she was writing about it. Yep.
Like in a
And then
journal? Okay.
Maul stole a painting of Satine in Clone Wars, destroyed it.
I don't remember what cubism looks like apart from
It's all
cube.
Pablo
It's all
Picasso.
squares and-
But yeah, that was a tough one.
Yeah.
Like I said, that was supposed to be the last question, but I kind of moved it up one because the other one's a Legends.
All right. Well, we do have.
Actually, cubism would be MC Escher.
Okay.
Oh, all right. See that's you guys are beyond me, and I took art history in college. The Star Wars Legends question for number 8: Who did Revan kill in single combat to end the Mandalorian War versus the Republic? Was it A, Cassius Fett, B, Mandalore the Great, C, Mandalore the Ultimate, or D, Mandalore the Indomitable?
So
There were a lot of
I got ask the chat or ask the panel again. I can choose either one.
Yep. This is your final freebie.
All right. So
Well,
I'll
not
go with
freebie,
ask the
but
panel.
ask the question.
I'll ask the panel. I do not know this.
Let's see, Maul or Thrawn? Thrawn.
Anybody?
So those are old. So
Yeah.
I think Rogue's Law might be giving you Indomitable. Justin looks to be giving you Mandalore the Great.
Let's do both. Panel can chip
I think
in
it's
too.
everybody. Everybody except for JJ and me, since I know the answer and JJ wrote the question. But Marco, you and Dom can chime in with the chat. Astro, I was thinking about Thrawn taking artifacts. All right, they're commenting about the last question. So,
So do you want? So it's not A. It's not B.
I never heard of D.
It's C, right? The D's one too. It's C, right? It's the ultimate. Mandalore the Ultimate. Because isn't that the mask that he got? That's Mandalore the Ultimate's mask. Right? Does anybody else? Am I right with that? I think I'm right.
I
with
can't
that.
tell you.
Sam in the
because
chat
I'm
just
not
put C as well. So it's 2 C's.
I
Oh,
think
we
I'm
put
right
C.
with that.
Dark.
Oh,
No,
there's a
it's the
bunch. Here we
ultimate.
go.
Yeah.
Wow, they all
it's
just
the
dropped in
ultimate.
there. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
like
they all
5
dropped.
C's.
Yeah, everybody's saying
The
C. Yeah.
ultimate.
I was trying to
Astro,
wait for chat to catch up, but I was like,
Darth,
okay. I mean,
C.
I was gonna try to do something funny, but I
Obi.
didn't. I still think it's C
Astro. He doesn't say C, but it is the ultimate, which is also a C.
because
Sam is, I think, C.
ultimate came after Indomitable, so he had to be still alive because,
Yeah, the chat
Indomitable
is
was before Ultimate.
overwhelmingly
Yeah,
C.
it's Ultimate because Indomitable, was first. It was before Ultimate.
So I'll say C. Mandalore, the Ultimate Warrior. Final answer.
It was Ultimate. right?
Yes, and Marco is correct. The Indomitable was the first. Ultimate
Nope.
picked it up.
Right, there you go.
The baton after that. It was Mandalore the Ultimate, which was in what was it? Number 8?
You're-
Is that the issue?
It's
Of
an 8, and
KOTOR?
then there's 42 and the game.
All right. That's
So
pretty.
You have a
what-
bonus
well done.
question.
bonus. No,
I got-
but he got 7 out of 8, which is good. Good.
I gotta ask JJ. JJ, is A real or is that supposed to be like Cassius Clay Fett?
Nope.
It's real, but
It's
it's he was in the comics.
Yes.
Cassius Fett was in the comics, so he's Legends now. So in canon, he doesn't count.
I didn't-
What, they have him in canon?
Wait, they
Yeah,
have
he's
a
got to
cannon?
be because that story's got to be canon now because of the dad. Because of
The dad.
Jango Fett. Because of Jango Fett.
Oh, yeah, I
Right?
suppose so. No, because Fett was
Well-
a foundling.
Oh, I guess you're right. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's not.
Not necessarily. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Hey, real quickly, chat. Everybody that's here, we got 21 to 25 people. If you guys want to do what Sticks does, if you guys ever want to be on the show, you don't even have to show yourself. You could just be on
you
for.
can
You could be like us right now. How you see us. As long as you have a working computer or laptop or phone, you can do it too. You can get in here and win some prizes. Feel free to send out a message to one of us through IG or through whatever, through the
or
emails.
just post a comment on the video,
on the
video itself.
And you can come on too and take advantage of our quizzes or of our shows. We do have another trivia starting up soon after the holidays, but we will be doing this one through the holidays, I think. Right, JJ? Is that how this is working? We're supposed to have a calendar, but I don't know what where the calendar is.
Okay. We'll get on our Outlook calendar and figure it out.
All right. Either way. So if you are in the chat or are you watching this or whatever, we get or 500 people.
And hey, that's 7 out of 8, right? That's pretty
he got 7 out of 8.
He's Marco from last week, I think.
Ooh, yeah. I was having a rough week last week.
I think I missed one too when I did it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I also am also the only person that's gone undefeated also. So put the dubs on that one. All right, next up.
Our bonus question.
Go ahead.
Okay. Did you say we get 700 people watching this?
No,
how many of those are subscribers?
Huh?
How many of those are subscribers?
It's like 45%.
I don't know.
60% about. It's like 62.
Too many of you are watching without subscribing. Just subscribe. I do a lot of other
subscribe, people.
Yep.
Look at Sticks. Sticks shooting the promo.
Subscribe.
Do it, Sticks.
That's right.
Listen to Sticks. Sub, please do. It does help out.
If you like your content that you're seeing, subscribe to the channel.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't cost you a dime.
Yep.
No, it really doesn't.
One click of the mouse.
That's all it is. It's what is it? A bell? No, is it? It's a.
It's a bell. It's a bell.
Bell.
All right, cool. Bell, the alerts.
It's
right.
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. There you go.
All right, our bonus question and final question.
We have Justin. We've moved it away a little bit ago. We've been over here for a bit now.
Star Wars culture plus ancient cultures equals the Mandalorian way. Do I have to read the picture?
No,
or just read the question?
I just put it there because I wanted a picture to reference tonight. I couldn't find much else. So
okay,
like the code.
So, in both current canon and legends, much of the Mandalorian's culture and even their tenets and code is derived from similar aspects of two real-world ancient cultures. What two ancient cultures are they? And in case you're curious, I will go over the board. You cannot ask for help. This one is all on you, Sticks. The Mandalorian way. Strength is life. For the strong have the right to rule. Honor is life. For without honor, one may as well be dead. Loyalty is life. For without one's clan, one has no purpose. Death is life. One should die as one lived. So there are two real-world cultures that follow these similar tenets. What are they?
So the two I'm thinking of the two I'm thinking are the same. God, I gotta brush up on my ancient cultures.
I will be completely honest. I would have been lost at sea with this one. I would just have been floating, hoping for a lifeline.
Bonus ones are pretty left field.
I see the answer, but I probably would not have been my first guesses.
So I would say Japanese culture and the Shogun culture, but I think they're the same.
And that's where I would have went too. Not that I'm trying to help, but I'm telling you I was wrong.
I'll give you a hint. Think more Western.
I wouldn't have gotten this.
I guess we would go. I guess we would go Chinese culture and then Japanese culture. That'd be my final answer. Those would be the only two I think, because anything else would be. Those would be the two more ancient cultures you would pull from.
Throwing these out there because it doesn't matter at this point. You've given your final. Ancient Roman and Aztec, Viking. I know. We can't go to the panel. I'm just showing them before we get to the answer. Showing what the chat was thinking.
Eric says
Viking
Russian.
as well. Spartan and Aztec. Spartan. Definitely Russian. But the actual answer, again, I would have got this.
Celts and
The
Spartans.
Celtic and the Spartans.
Celts.
I wasn't even thinking.
Yep.
Yeah, Spartans. I can see it after once I saw when I could see the actual answer. Spartans, I could see it, but I was totally with you. I was like, no, this is like Japanese honor. Like this is where I'm going.
Yeah.
In my head.
I wouldn't have had
Celts.
the Celts.
I wouldn't have had
No,
Celts.
I would not have guessed the Celts. I would
Yeah,
not have
that's
guessed
wild.
them.
Yeah. Hey, Justin. Yep, we moved over about a month now. We were simulcasting on both, and we just decided to stick to one. So we're full time here exclusively on Rennavision. Sub. Good info. This was cool. Wow, that was tough, JJ. You outdid yourself.
You can go watch an old market
That one was
report.
tough.
Yeah,
Check out the other channel.
Made that one tougher than I should have probably.
Great job, Sticks.
You're fine.
Yep. Good job.
Good questions. Good questions.
Thanks for
Yeah, that
finding
was
us again, Justin. I appreciate it, by the way, just so you know. Cool. I do appreciate you finding us again. So that was a hard one. That was hard. I mean, they all can't be easy ones, right? Oh, wait.
No. And I think JJ took a tougher shot at you since he knew it was like, oh, well, Styx is coming.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, that's fine.
I think he was told to give. I think we were told to give harder questions, period, from now on. So we'll see how it goes. It was good though. Good job,
it's
Styx.
tough. When you are under the lights, it doesn't matter how simple the question seems.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not under the lights, but when it's
I actually think that
pressure's
was
on,
well
man.
played. I think that was well played. I will give Styx this. 7 should have been 8, and I think that would have made a difference too, because I think Styx was holding off for 8, and I think he would have left his question on 8 because that question was so hard on 7. I mean, that was so hard on 7.
Yeah, 7 was tough. 7
was
tough.
Good job, though. JJ, what did he win? Because everybody wins something. Do we know what he won?
Insiders. I already went through 'em.
All
Yeah,
right, cool.
Yeah.
Well,
All but the bonus and the final, right?
All right. How about the bonus and
Correct.
file? Good job, Styx. It's always great to have you. We'll have
Thank
a
you, guys.
holiday special, so we're probably going to do the. You've been on our what do they call them? The Brady Bunch episodes before, where we get. So Styx, the holidays, we'll have you on for the Brady Bunch episode. Also, Ruben, thank you for sticking around. We're going to have you back on too for the holiday thing on 19th. Don't forget that. We do have the draft coming up. Do we set a draft date? The Boba Fett draft, the Book of Fett draft is the.
We did not set it yet.
Correct?
I don't think
12th. I thought I said.
I think that's
today.
our
We're
target
playing around
date.
with
Where's
the
our
12th.
calendar? All right, Jedi, we miss you. We're gonna get the calendar going. Jedi, we're gonna get you back here.
We were all together in the chat.
I know, we were all together.
That's
He
the
was in our
tentative
chat. I hope work is going well for everybody. Oh, happy Hanukkah, by the way, to all of our friends that celebrate first day of Hanukkah today. So
Happy Hanukkah.
Yep. Happy Hanukkah to y'all. I hope you get 8 days of Star Wars gifts. Is that how it works? Or at least gift cards to your comic shop.
Yeah.
Either way.
I think tentatively we are looking at possibly a card break next week, possibly the draft the week after, possibly the holiday, or no, Ruben coming to talk about the movie rankings the week after, and then the holiday.
Don't worry about the draft thing. Look, it is so. No, I'm talking to the chat. Thank you, Sam, for a great show. There's so many rules. It's pretty much going to be Dom, me, Pete, JJ, and Jedi, because Jedi wrote an encyclopedia on the draft. Okay, and it's,
We only got
only
one.
like
I think we only
3
got one
rounds.
response that somebody wanted to be in on this crazy ass draft too.
Yes,
so.
one person, but you team up with us. So that's what you got to do. You only have to team up with us. If you say you're going to be in it, I can't remember who said they were going to be in it, but you can team up with us. And then we'll try to break down the rules as easy as possible to you, which I'm not quite sure we understand the rules. So the
rules aren't that hard. The scoring, if you want to get a deep dive into the scoring, yes,
Yeah.
the scoring could be difficult.
we'll give you all the information. It's not going to take, what I'm saying is it's not going to take much effort from you. You just kind of team up to somebody
It's
and
just
hopefully
fun.
you get surprises. So
Yeah,
we've got one entry already. I think it's Sam. Maybe it's not. But whatever. You guys are all eligible to jump in and team up with somebody. We'll randomize the teaming up, I guess. I team up with somebody. Okay.
Ruben says he's in.
He's in. We figured as much. All right. make sure you check us out. There's a lot of stuff we're dropping. We will all have holiday stuff all throughout the holidays to drop.
Yes,
and
we actually had a pullback giveaway. We have more giveaways outside of all of JJ's.
We're gonna do some holiday giveaways, some sub giveaways. Obi's in, good. We're not going to write any of these down. You guys have to comment afterwards, or we're going to forget about it. And Astro's in. Okay. All right. I think we got everybody already. All right. Put it in the comments, though. All right. The comments after, not the chat comments. Card breaks. I know we want more card breaks. I think that was a positive thing that we're going to do. Do remember, card breaks are kind of expensive.
Yeah, they are getting expensive.
So we're going to do them. We're going to try to do them on the channel once a month if we can. But apparently JJ's really excited to break into those, so we will break into those as soon as possible. All right, we thank everybody. Sticks, always a pleasure. Like I said, we really do appreciate it. We appreciate everybody in the crew. I love that your blue shirt too, by the way. That's great. And thank you to all the people that sent. I can't believe people bought these shirts for the kids too. I saw a lot of kid pictures with them. Oh, speaking of that, we still have merch for sale. We're probably going to be changing up our store. JJ, are you wearing a shirt, by the way? Prototype Boba Fett. Are you wearing a prototype Boba Fett? Ooh,
no,
that's a prototype. That's a prototype. That's like the white Boba Fett prototype. Shirt. You can't get that.
Yeah, that one's about to get pulled pretty soon. So
that's going to get pulled pretty soon. All right. But buy your Rennavision stuff, buy your Dark Side stuff, and we will see you guys. Pete, I swear to God, like we got to get this rhythm down where you could just.
While I'm waiting for you, you're still talking. If you stop,
just
then I go. But you keep going, so I don't go.
Could you?